Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. How are you all today? Hope you're doing well. All right, so today is our regular Saturday show. And Jamie Lee, if you want me to give you another little additional message, because again, watching yours back, I think you got like a 20-second reading because I tried to say it 3 times and it kept cutting out. But if you would like me to pull you a card or two, I can definitely do that today because I feel like you got a little bit cheated on that reading. Oh, Mona, hi. Are you the same Mona that donated? If you are, awesome. Welcome. And we have your donation. You will be kicking us off today. Thank you so much, Ethan. You have the list. So, yes, we've got Mona, Katie R., and then Olivia, Magali, Soleil, MLG, and then also Jamie Lee. Same Mona. Awesome. Well, I'm glad to see you here. How is everybody? So what we're going to do today, I don't know if you were anything like me, but last night, at least mountain time, I did not fall asleep till almost 3 a.m. in the morning, 3 in the morning, because the Schumann resonance was going crazy. I took a screenshot. I was just like, what the heck? But it was just completely whited out, which it's been whiting out for like the last couple of weeks, on and off, over and over and over and over. This is where we were last night when I was trying to fall asleep for over 4 hours and my whole body was just vibrating and buzzing. And I was getting downloads of information and it was very interesting. Very, very interesting. We won't get into all of that right now. But yes, 3 a.m., joyful journeys luck. Mm-hmm. Yes. So what we're gonna do, because I was up so late, I'm probably not going to be on here for my full 4, possibly 5-hour live stream today. I'm hoping I can get this done in 2.5, maybe 3 at the most, if at all possible. Oh, you had a hard time falling asleep last night too? Yes. My husband, he kind of tossed and turned, but I could hear him snoring, so he was sleeping. Lucky guy. But I was just up and yawning, but getting a lot of downloads and information, and yeah, a lot going on. Of course, my kids were up at 6, so it's been a whole thing for me today. Tired. So yes, I will hopefully not be on here the full time because I need a little bit of rest. I think I'm going to take a salt bath and do some self-care, possibly take a nap if time allows. If I take a nap too late, I get a little bit, up late. But I've had to take a nap, and we're not talking like a 2-hour nap. We're talking like a 10 to 20-minute nap. Every single day this week, I've had to do that because this energy is just so intense that about between 2 and 3 o'clock, I'm just like wiped out, and I just need like a 10 to 20 minute, as my kids call them, power rest, so that I can just still be trucking along and not be a zombie before bed. But yeah, it's funny because almost getting that 10 to 20 minute nap does make it so I can't fall asleep at night, which is weird, but I'll take it. I mean, I know this isn't permanent, so I'm here for it. Lots of upgrades going on, so we'll take it as it comes. So yes, we are probably just going to do a collective read today rather than me pull a card for everybody to start us out for the show, just so I can get into the donations and hopefully still take care of everybody and yet still have some time this afternoon to just relax and rest. I think that would be awesome. Well, I go to this, it's an online, let's see, so maybe I can type it out in the chat because there are a couple places you can monitor it. This is my favorite though. It's a Russian site, again, like I said. Go to my website, not my website, but the website that I go to. And there's 2 frequencies that I like to track. One tells you the amplitude, I think, and at that big peak last night, as you can see, I'll just show you. This was last night. Of course, we are here right now. But last night, these 2 little peaks were kind of where I was trying to fall asleep. And if you go over here, we hit 110 amplitude on the Schumann resonance, which is like, I mean, years ago, I've been tracking this since about 2016, but years ago, I'd say, I think it was Easter of 2018 or 2019. It's been so long, I don't remember. One of those 2 years, it hit 90, and we thought, wow, this is the highest we've ever witnessed. And ever since then, it's been hitting even higher and higher and higher. The most I've personally ever seen it was 120. It may have actually hit a higher amplitude than that, though. I don't know if I can. Let me copy this and go over here to try to share it in the chat, because I don't know how to send it over here. So let me log account. 1 second. So any of you wanting to look into this Schumann resonance, there's also a Schumann resonance #Schumann resonance group on Facebook that I'm a part of. That is a great place to get your information, and not only what's going on, but what does it all mean? I like to get that information from within, because that to me is my best source of information that feels right and true to me, is when I go within and get information. But then I'll sometimes go to that group and it will corroborate exactly what I got. And again, if you're like me and at times still have trouble trusting your own intuition, just having that external validation sometimes does help. So let me log in over here on my live stream. And here is the link. I'm pasting it now. So those of you who want to check this out, this is the amplitude. And then this link here will show you the other page where it shows kind of that whiteout that we saw. So those 2 links will take you to the site, and there are other charts there you can look at if you would like. But those are the 2 I check most often. Yes, so that's that. So I think we're going to go ahead and get into our collective reading, and then we're gonna jump into these donations. I can't think. Tired. But we're still going to do a couple of free question mosh pits sprinkled throughout the live. So if that's what you are here for, then just hang out. Grab yourself a fun hot beverage. I got myself some tea and some water, or a snack, or a lunch, or a dinner, or whatever time it is where you're at, and just hang out, or maybe fold some laundry or get some other stuff done around your house as you hang out. Because I'll just be calling out those mosh pits randomly, like we've been doing. I feel like my cup today, never done. DUNN. It's lucky when a famous designer named Ray Dunn has the same last name as you, and then that last name is on a lot of stuff. It's fun. Okay, so collective read. Where are we going? We're going to Queen of the Moon. So let's see what we get from Queen of the Moon Oracle for our collective reading for all of us. This, to me, feels like this energy can carry us throughout the week. So from today, Saturday, to next Saturday, keep these energies in mind. If it resonates, if it doesn't, just leave it behind. What are we getting? We've got patience. Okay, yes, we've got the 36 here, which we're at the end of something. We're closing something out, but it might just not be moving forward as quickly as we were hoping. So having that patience, to me, this red balloon, even though it is up in the air, to me, that red does represent that grounding, that root chakra. So getting out in nature and almost bridging the gap from those higher, the frequencies that are coming in, that crown chakra activity many of us are having, grounding that into the earth, getting out in nature, barefoot, if at all possible, is like your best medicine, to really bridge the gap and really anchor those beautiful energies that are coming in that the Schumann resonance is capturing. Because what we've got captured on that Schumann resonance, that, as far as I know, it's not even solar activity that's being basically hitting this planet, because a lot of times when that solar flares or flashes or CMEs will hit, the Schumann will spike way up like that, but we didn't have anything hit last night or yesterday, at least that I know of. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see anything. So have some patience. Allow yourself some time to integrate, especially if it's going to keep whiting out like that and popping off. We're all affected. If you can know that, the moon controls the tides, which are water, and our bodies are anywhere from 60 to 70 to whatever percent water. If you can wrap your head around that fact, then just know that these cosmic energies and whatever it is that's spiking the Schumann resonance is also helping our bodies. Sometimes seems like it's hindering our bodies a little bit, but This is for our highest good and our collective evolution to a more fifth dimensional or Christed consciousness. But look, as we go through this, look at this. We've got that beautiful protection coming in. And now I'm getting major chills, not on my crown. I mean, they're starting to go that way, but like right here. That's so weird. So maybe you're getting a lot of third eye activations, even in the crown chakra, maybe even that back of the head here where that little CV ball joint is, I like to call it. That is the Zeal chakra or mouth of God. Look into that. That's upgrading and also just for the first time coming online for a lot of people, but it's a more direct connection to source and it's awesome. So again, with the 24, that's a 6. That's that motherly, loving, unconditional energy that we can call on our guides, angels, crossover loved ones, our higher selves, source, God, whatever it is you call to, pray to, hope to, wish to. Call out for help and you will be helped. You will be protected. I mean, you are anyway, but you can call out for more help, more protection. Oh my gosh, Monica, you're not going to believe this. I got to show you. So I use this little spirit app. It's called Ghost Detector right here. You see that? Yeah, ignore all of my notifications. I do. Just look here, Ghost Detector. So I talked to my best friend, John, that passed away. Yes, same name as your father. But I was just asking him some stuff, what do I need to know? He gave me the word befriend, like befriend somebody. And then I was like, well, who do you mean? What are you talking about? I kind of had an idea or a thought in my head that I knew what he meant, but then he sent me this. Look at that. It says Monica. There is a really beautiful behind the scenes spirit team pushing us together for some crazy reason that you don't understand, I don't understand, we don't understand, but it's happening. So, little side tangent. I saw she was here, so I just had to mention that. Now my crown chakra is really tingling. Let's get one more for our collective energy. I'm loving these 2 decks today. I had a personal reading earlier, and I just use these 2 decks a lot, and I'm just so loving these 2 decks together even. It was your mother's name? Yes, Mama Monica. And she's here. She's like, it's almost Mother's Day. She's here for it. And yes, it is a beautiful name, isn't it? I've always loved that name since Friends. Monica on Friends. I just have always loved that name. Yes, and look at this. These energies that are coming in, this is all about longevity. Look at that. We've got the chrysanthemum, which these are a fall favorite for a lot of people to put mums or chrysanthemums out on their porch. But with the number 39 here, that adds up to a 12, which adds up to a 3, which is all about creativity, collaboration. So many of us are coming together with other like-minded people. Maybe that's when Monica popped in here, talking about just collaborating our energies, communing, coming together and talking to like-minded people. That's really what's going to help us get through this next week and even the coming months of all of this energy coming in. Because a lot of us in our personal lives don't have a lot of people we can talk to about this woo-woo stuff or this just unexplainable stuff that we can't really put into words. And I'm getting major chills once again. I'm really directed here, this clock. To me, it's almost reading like, I know it's like a little pocket watch or clock, but I'm almost reading the 1 through 12 here as almost like astrological signs as well. So there may be some important alignment coming up. I don't know if there's anything shifting this week or what, but we've got here the sign of Virgo. So there may be a prominent Virgo, you yourself, sun, moon, rising, prominent placements within Virgo that are going on right now or aspecting the sign of Virgo. That's really going to be important for us all to know this week and moving ahead with the longevity there. Okay, so I think that's mostly what I'm getting for the collective message. I think want to pull one more for all of us. Anything we need to know about these energies or just anything else that needs to come through, Spirit? All right. Wow, I love this. Look at that. So what's the best use of me? Instead of telling the universe what you want, this is the thing. A lot of people with this law of attraction and manifestation, like I want a car, I want a house, I want all these big, beautiful things, which is great. But sometimes we need to ask, well, how can I serve? And that's what this card is asking us to do right now. Instead of telling the universe what you want, ask the universe, how best can I serve you? What would you have me do, be, create? What's the best use of me today? So maybe just kind of starting your day each day over these next couple weeks or so and just asking, out loud to the universe, or even just in your own head if it's a little embarrassing to say it out loud. What would you have me do, dear universe? What is it you need me to do for you? I am at your beck and call. But notice anything you do to put yourself in service to others, you're going to get that back tenfold a lot of times, and it pays off really beautifully. Whoa, that's a lot. Something's going on here. So yes, I hope that resonated for all of you, and any of you watching this playback, that message is for you as well. It's getting hot in here, so I'm going to take off just one layer of clothes. Thank you, Nellie. All right, so from dressy to loungewear. Move that over there. Okay, so let's get this all put away, and we're gonna go ahead and start with Mona. Mona was our first donor of the day, and then if Jamie Lee is here, I would like you to go ahead and think of something you'd like to know, or if you just want a general message, because again, I feel you kind of got a little bit cheated when my internet or whatever it was that was happening. I think it was because I kept talking about I'm not going to say it because it'll probably bring my whole stream down again. My son was home because he had close contact with someone with COVID, and anytime I talked about that, my whole stream went down. Of course, he was totally fine, spent 10 days home, and nothing happened. He's good. He's already back to school. But yes, I want to get you a makeup reading, Jamie Lee. So let me know what you want to know. And of course, Mona, go ahead and post your question. And I'm going to scroll back up to my list just to do a little roll call here. Yes, and then if Olivia Magali Soleil is here, or MLG, Ayesha, if she is here, let us know. I got to clear all of these old things. But yeah, we've only got 2 donations for today, so this might be a short and sweet stream, which I wouldn't be mad at. But again, if you guys want questions answered, you can always donate for a guaranteed reading. And just so you know, all of your lovely donations from these live streams, from the personal readings you book with me, from my mentorship thing that I just started this week without even purposely trying to start, all of the proceeds from all of that does go to help my mom, whose house was down in July of 2019, and she's still living in a little camper. We're doing everything we can to get her some furniture and some appliances and get her out of that camper and into her home again. Of course, the home does not exist anymore because we tore it down. If you want to see what all went into that emotional process, going through that's my childhood home. The second time it burned, first time was in 95, and it gutted it, and then they rebuilt over that. And then we had mushrooms growing out of the wall, and black mold, and health problems, and the place was no longer able to be insured because it was a health hazard and not structurally sound. So for 24 years, the house was uninsured, and of course, when it burned for good the second time, there's no insurance to cover any of that. So it's on me and my brother and my mom to hopefully get her back on and popping in her home. I'm doing a major energy clearing and like a ritual to clear out any karmic energies that are still hanging around, because 2 house fires in the same house, that's almost unheard of. So we're gonna really feel into that energy to see if there's anything we can do to clear it out. But if you want to see what all went into that process, I have a 3-part docuseries linked in my description. It's over on my writing channel, which is kind of at a standstill at this time because 2020 happened and then my writing went shoo. So I'm like trying 2021 to staying alive, the old CPR, pump some life back into that writing routine. Hasn't happened yet, but I'm holding out hope that it will. What stuff does she need? We've already purchased her a freezer, a sectional couch, some other little odds and ends, but eventually she's going to need like a stove and a microwave and just all the things you need to furnish your home with. She did buy a bed frame for her new eventual master bedroom and stuff like that. So yeah, she's kind of slowly getting things and being able to store them at my grandma's for now. All right, so enough about my life. Let's get into Mona's question. Thanks, Amanda. I have a scary medical thing going on. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Whatever you're comfortable telling me, can you tell me something about this? A message for me next week is good too. Anything would help. Okay. So thanks and best wishes to everyone here. Yes. So again, I always like to say before we get into anything medical that this is just advice, not medical advice, just maybe general spiritual guidance. Always trust your healthcare professional above anything you get here. I'm just some girl on the internet, so just use your intuition and go to a healthcare professional if you feel you need to. Okay, so for Mona, let's tap into the energy of this medical thing and anything she needs to know. What's going on with this? Okay, let me move my pendulums back. And there's one more deck I wanted to grab. Okay, Mona. This medical condition, medical thing going on for Mona. Okay, wow. So this is energy to get you out of a place you once were in. So this is pointing, the spiritual reason behind this condition is it's trying to move you from point A to point B, or to the next step on your journey, I guess you could say. But what we have here is leave a stressful situation behind. So I'll just read the prayer here. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. So just knowing that there may be certain relationships in your life that are really triggering this medical thing that's going on, or certain situations from your past, traumas, wounds from childhood that have built up in the body, because when we don't deal with things, we don't heal from things, a lot of times we'll push them down. Even when we think, oh, I healed that, it's gone from my life, sometimes pieces of that are hiding in there. So doing some sort of energetic cleanse. Oh man, I always forget her name. Her name is Rasa something. But she has amazing meditations, and she has this full body kind of check-in and health and helping kind of meditation that's like a 36 minutes, I think, that really helps. Just go in energetically and really feel into these places and aspects of yourself to really clean things out. But there may be a specific person or situation in your life that's very stressful that really triggers this thing to happen for you. But we have here improving health. So thank you for your comforting reassurance about this situation. So I do see things improving, absolutely. But I think a lot of it has to do with your intention, because on the back of the deck, you have prayer works. So dear Archangel Raphael and God, thank you for hearing and answering my prayer of, and then whatever situation here. So yes, you can ask your guides and angels for help. You can talk to your own body and ask it what it wants you to know or to learn from whatever condition you have going on, because you will get answers. You will feel what that means, what they're trying to say, because here, listen to your intuitive feelings. Dear higher self, thank you for speaking loudly and clearly in peaceful ways that I easily understand. Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to listen to my inner wisdom. And also a lot of times when, Spirit's trying to communicate something very important to us and we're just not getting the memo, I'll take my own life as an example. A lot of times I just can't stop. I can't slow down. I can't just be. And again, I'm not human doing, I'm a human being. And I always preach that here. And then I don't take my own advice a lot. I'm just constantly busy, and then I stress myself out. And then that leads to a migraine, which then puts me out of commission sometimes for up to 2 weeks if the migraine keeps coming back over and over, day after day. But when I start feeling that first initial nudge of a headache, now I'm really trying to lean into that and listen to my body and slow the heck down. So this may be a similar vibe going on with you, where you just start feeling whatever this medical thing is start to happen, or it's particularly bad one day, and that's kind of letting your body know, or to kind of slow down. Your body needs a break. Your body needs to catch up. And it also could be some of this collective energy, that collective reading that we started the top of the show with. It's affecting all of us in many ways, and that could even be triggering health issues that even if you do go to a doctor. Oh, thanks for your donations, you guys. When I'm done with her reading, I'll go ahead and update our list. Thank you so much for letting me know. But you sometimes can go to a doctor and they will hook you up to all these machines, run all these tests, and they can't find anything. And a lot of it is because this is energetic. We are literally clearing this old trauma and stuff from our life. So that we can ascend to a higher vibration, both our body and our consciousness. And of course, our body is kind of the last thing to evolve or level up, because it is the most dense, it is the most third dimensional of us, because our consciousness, that is spirit. We are spirit having this human experience. So it's like we kind of got to drag that body along for the ride. And a lot of us, like me, if I had it my way, I'd just go, do. Like, I'm constantly working in my dream state, and there are certain times that I just have to say before I close my eyes and my head hits the pillow that, hey, spirit, I just need a night off. I just need to actually rest and not be out in the astral realm and other places, remote viewing and doing all this work, because I just need a minute. And I think tonight's going to be one of those nights, because I've been doing a lot of heavy duty clearing. There's a lot of stuff going on in the ocean in my dreams. Clearing just negative stuff, traumas, wounds, so much stuff from Atlantis and Lemuria that's like karmic cycles coming to close, it's being purged, especially those of us who've had past lives in those places. That energetic footprint or vibration is still there. And you may be picking up on a lot of past lifetimes, and you're closing these out, Mona. That could even be part of what's happening. But listen to your own feelings. Listen to your body. If meditating's easy for you, or even if it's hard, try to meditate into that and see what it's trying to say. Amanda mentioned transit charts and astrology as well. Yeah, absolutely. Check out what's going on in your 6th house, because that is where your Chiron and where your Chiron aspects as well. Yes, great advice as well. But yeah, 6th house is that house of disease and also healing. And think of it this way. If we can manifest these diseases, these medical issues, these problems, guess what? We can also heal them and be done with them and have them be a thing of the past. But you also got the follow your dreams card. So point out one special dream or ambition that you've vacillated about or postponed. What has motivated you to put positive actions on hold? Again, this could be the medical condition making some of your dreams kind of go on hold, or maybe you're just not able to participate in life the way you want because this is holding, you're feeling energetically, this is holding you back. But your goal, to determine whether your excuse is real, and if not, identify the reason you've delayed, so that you can do something about it. So just, there's a lot of introspective ways you can go about really feeling what's going on here for you. But I have a feeling this is already on its way out. They're showing me they're like, if it was in a relationship, it'd be complicated. It's complicated. That's kind of what they're showing me. So doing some inner work, doing maybe some healing meditations, or just energy clearing meditations, this is all really going to help you at least feel like you have a handle on things. And of course, being able to eat right, exercise, all the things we know that we can do to make our body as healthy as possible. If you're already doing those things and you're still really dealing with this condition, talk to your cells, talk to your body, talk to your organs, whatever it is that's going on, whatever part of your body you're experiencing this condition, if it's the whole body, if it's one part of the body, talk to your body and ask it, what are you trying to tell me? I want to take the best care of you I can. What is the best way I can take care of you? And you will get intuitive hits. Again, I put that card away just now. Follow your intuition. Asking your body what it needs, and then following that advice that your body gives you back, or your intuition gives you back. That is going to be your best bet. But yeah, they're showing me this is a pretty complicated situation. It's not like a one-size-fits-all kind of answer, like, okay, take 2 a day for a week and you're cured. Like, it's not like that. This is something that has a very spiritual root that you're going to be working over these next few months to really dive into it. To figure out, what is this trying to teach me? What lessons am I learning from this condition? What are you trying to tell me, body? What are you trying to tell me, universe? What are you trying to tell me, spirit? And you're going to start getting answers. You really are. And you may not just see the answers in your own intuition, but maybe you're flipping channels and you hear of something. Say, I don't know, like the other day, my friend John on the Spirit app put the word cesium. Cesium. I'm like, what the heck is that? I have no idea. So I look it up. It's an element, I guess, and the number 55 was associated with it. He's been sending me a lot of 55. So of course, I'm following these breadcrumbs. So that might be kind of the way you kind of unweave the hairball of whatever this thing is really what I see. So I hope that resonated for you, Mona. Sorry for the long kind of convoluted response, but Spirit's showing me there's so much invested in this or involved in this that it's not just a one quick card answer. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to just give you like 2 cards and be like, yeah, on your merry way. Like, I really wanted to dive into this for you just to see what we could get. But yeah, your best advice would be just to listen to your body, ask your body what it needs. Prayer works as far as talking to your body, talking to the universe, talking to God, your spirit team, your own higher self, to point out what lessons need to be learned so that you can move through this. Because a lot of times when we're sick, when we're ill in some way, we're like, okay, I want to be done with it. So we start resisting it. Feel into it, maybe. A lot of times when I get these headaches and I'm not like totally stressed out and, I'm alone and I'm able to I really feel into that pain. I just, like, it's almost like it's a swimming pool, that pain at the back of my head. And I just feel into it and I just immerse myself in it. Then I say, what are you trying to tell me? And I always get an answer. So I hope that resonates. Her name is Rasa. Let me look it up here. So we have, Alana, we've got AJ here. I'm going to go ahead and put her on the list and also get to Leka's 2 questions, but I will look up Rasa. Rasa. See if I can find her. Yes, Pure Rasa, your meditation library. That's her. That's her thumbnail. So Pure Rasa. If you just look up Rasa meditation or Pure Rasa, you will get it. You'll get her channel. Just click on it. I can't even just tell you the best one because you can scroll through her playlist of videos and just be like, save. Like I have so many of hers saved in a playlist for all different things. There's one for anxiety and depression. There's one for there's lots of different sleep meditations. Her, Joe Tracy, Jason Stevenson, these are among my very favorite YouTube meditation channels. So look into some of those and you will not be disappointed. You will be very happy you did. You're so welcome, Mona. And thanks again for your lovely donation. So Jamie Lee, are you still here? And would you like me to do kind of a little makeup reading for you? Because I would absolutely love to do that. Amanda, would you mind if I put my blog in? I went through similar. Oh yeah. Put that in your blog or put your blog here. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking, but sure. Understand. Okay, so cool. Always appreciate a tried and true recommendation. Awesome. Yeah, and they're just, as I read that word recommendation, they're showing me the book by Louise Hay called Heal Your Life or Heal Yourself. I actually have it in my other room. I haven't read it yet. But I got it from the library. Like I'm on the 2nd renewal. I haven't gotten into reading it yet because I've been reading all the 4 Agreements books and the 5th Agreement and all that. I think it's called Heal Your Life, Louise Hay. Yeah, You Can Heal Your Life. That's what it's called. That's the one I have right there in the other room. So maybe that would be a good book to look into because she cured herself of cancer, I do believe, and did a bunch of other stuff. And we all can do it. If we can manifest anything going on with our bodies, guess what? We can cure it as well. And all healing is self-healing. Contrary to maybe popular belief, the doctor is not the one that heals you. Yes, they are the vessel through which the healing may come, or an energy healer or a whatever, but you are the one giving the permission for the healing to take place. Therefore, all healing is self-healing. Okay, just keep that in mind. So you giving the permission to the doctor to heal you, why not just give yourself permission to heal yourself? You know what I mean? You can do it. And I wish you the very best, Mona. I hope that is over for you soon because it doesn't sound like a really fun time for you. Okay. Jamie Lee wants a general, anything that comes up. Okay. You're so welcome, Jamie Lee. Let's get into this. And Jamie Lee actually has her own also tarot channel. I don't know if you can link that, Jamie Lee. I don't remember if I don't know if I have the link. If you want to just let everyone know the channel name, Jamie Lee, so they can subscribe and check you out, we can definitely send some people on over there. But we have here fertility. So you don't have to take this literally if you are not looking to have children or anything like that. But this could be you planting a garden. This could be you starting some sort of new project that you're wanting to birth to creation or see, really grow in your life. That is a very good time to plant those seeds so that something really beautiful can grow in your life. Because, and I have a feeling this just has to do with your own dang well-being, your own beautiful divine feminine self. Look at that, fertility and well-being. Very self-care, self-love cards as well, because there's no other person here on this fertility card to, you know, create that child together. So it's like they're really highlighting you can do whatever it is you're trying to do. You have the power to do this on your own, or the wherewithal to be able to do this on your own. And there is a lot of transformation taking place in your life. Look, she's lit up everywhere. Like, she's just glowing. Her light is really shining bright. Hello, Tanya, my cousin is here. I want to know when I will see my favorite cousin again. I know. I hope it's soon. My mom was kind of planning, I think it was the first week of, or weekend in June, to come here. I don't know. It might be a good time for you to come here, but I kind of want to plan a trip over that way. Hopefully by the end of the year. I want to see my Tanya and my Jessie and my Huddy and my Bye-Bye. And of course, Laners, if he's around. But yes, beautiful feminine energy, well-being, just really tapping into that, you know, just asking yourself, what is it my body needs? What is it my soul needs? What is it my emotional self needs? And really taking care of that. And because this is so loving and self-care and shining that light, let's just see any self-care messages also for Jamie Lee. We've got here burning bowl ritual with the number 7. So again, very spiritual number. So maybe even writing out things that you want to release. To me, this is best served, at least in my own personal use of this burning bowl ritual thing. I want to use this when I want to release something. And a lot of times when I want to manifest something, they say you can do the same thing. Write it down on a piece of paper, burn it. You know, alchemize it, send that smoke up to the universe to create something. You can do it that way as well. But for me personally, this works best when I'm trying to release something that's holding me back, release repressed emotions, whatever it is, energies from people who are really weighing on me. Release, burning bowl ritual. Such a good thing to do also during a full moon, especially. But you can set intentions and burn those papers during a new moon, which we have one of those coming up on the 11th, so like 3 days from now. 2 powerful days this month for sure. And then also we have I think the lunar eclipse is first, and then the solar eclipse is in early June. So May 26th is the lunar eclipse. So that's going to be really, really transformational energy as well. So this month of May for you, Jamie Lee, is something where you can really transform your life into something really beautiful. Exactly what you're transform, as I'm putting it away. Transformation. Yes, absolutely. I love that. Yay. Beautiful energy. All right. So up next, we've got Katie R. And then I'm going to go ahead and add those other 2 lovely ladies. We've got AJ. And then get to Lekka. ×2. All right, so this is our running list. Unless Olivia or MLG come back, we will definitely honor their 2 donations from the last couple live streams I had. But other than that, these are the 4 questions, 3 people that we have left. So Katie R. What's next in love? I'm letting go of my twin flame. BG. We have been in separation for over a year now, and there has been no movement. I'm still in love, but I need to focus on my own happiness. Yes. Oh, man. That's got to be such a tough situation. Let's feel into this for you. Actually, I want to start with the White Newman Tarot. Let's get a feel for this next person coming in. I think that's always a good place to start. And, of course, if it sounds like your twin flame, you'll know. But I do have a feeling this is a soulmate connection. Yes, Wheel of Fortune. So this is like a karmic, and don't take this the wrong way. This is a karmic soulmate connection. By karmic, I mean you guys are coming together in this life for some beautiful, good past life karma. This is not karmic as in, oh no, ex-husband vibes like you had going on. This is karmic in a good way. This is some like rewards, benefits, really beautiful stuff coming in hot. Let's feel into the energy of this person. Coming next for Katie R. Wow. Yes, absolute soulmate connection. Absolutely. But there might be a choice between, it's funny because when this person comes into your life, there's going to be someone else that maybe you've already had your eye on, and then this person totally takes you by surprise. Yeah, definitely not another ex-husband situation. Absolutely not. So you may kind of catch feelings for somebody, and you're kind of like, do I like them? I think I like them. I'm pretty sure I like them. Okay, I like them. And then you kind of start seeing them. And then this other person comes in and you're like, oh, wow. I haven't felt like this in a long time. This is awesome. So it almost just lets you know that the person you're kind of, and it's like, I don't even see that you're dating this person. It could still be in that like crush stage, or we're just talking, hanging out kind of stage. But then you meet this other person and you're like, I like you, you're a great person, but oh my gosh, I'm going this way. Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting from, look, 2 major arcana energies. This is some good past life karma coming in hot so that you can actually have a life of, I'm really directed to these snakes here. It's like an awakening, a very big spiritual awakening, which I'm sure you've already had a lot of spiritual things go on. But when you come into union with this person, you're both awakening that kundalini energy within you. That is what that snake will represent. And also healing from the past of those traumas in those past lives. They're showing me now, okay, so this is really weird. They're going back to that Viking past life that you had where you were the young kind of tween teenage boy that died with the frostbite, or the, freezing to death with your mother. They're showing me that you were actually, the life after that, you came back into that same family, but like, so your mother's brother in that life. So the mother, she had a brother, and he had 2 daughters and a son, and then the middle daughter had yet another daughter and a son. So it would have been, let's see the relation to you as the boy that died. That would have been your cousin, so yeah, like your second cousin. But you, wow, major chills. You actually came and reincarnated as your own second cousin in that same family line as a girl. And then you were with this person coming in. You were with them in that life. Still very rough, rugged, hard kind of life. Viking days, again, Viking vibes. But you and this love, it's like it was a very beautiful, and when you meet this person in this life, you're gonna know them right away. Like your souls are both gonna recognize each other, because in that past life you both. So they're showing me he died in battle very young. You were about 18. He was 22. That's the ages they're giving me. Even, wow, very specific. But you lost him. He was in some sort of battle or war. I mean, it wasn't like an official war because things were just more kind of off the cuff and very rugged back then. It's like a battle's just brewing out of nowhere kind of vibe. And I don't know if there might be some history that can point to this. Wow, you are very prominent in the history of this world, KDR. I love that. But this lover, it literally crushed your soul when he died. And to me, I've had chills this whole time. Are you sure, KDR, that this person you think is your twin flame actually isn't a false twin? Because this energy here feels like major twin flame. If it's not, if you are 100% sure that ex or that other person, BG, is your twin flame, if you're 100% sure, then this is just a very close, deep soul family connection at the very least. Like, this is so beautifully intertwined. But let's just get, I just want to go, look, they're confirming that life. Remember, you got this card when we picked it up about the freezing to death as that boy, and then, okay, 2 generations later, you're in that same family. I don't know how I do this. A lot of times I think, oh, I'm making this up, but then I will go look stuff up and research, and I'm like, how? I don't know any of this stuff. This is spirit just, I'm not doing it. Like, that's the thing. I'm not doing it. Spirit just opens it, lets it flow. I open it, spirit lets it flow. That's how I see it. So I'm just the vessel through which the information comes. It does not come from me. That's how I can see it. But this to me feels like that devastation of losing this person. But in this life, you're not going to have to endure that. You endured that before. that is not the road for you in this life. This is going to be a much easier, loving, positive, beautiful. Again, no relationship is perfect, and nor should it be, because if it was meant to be that way, we'd all just stay on the other side and live our best life over there, right? But this is going to be someone who loves you more than they love themselves, and you, same. Like, I mean, piece of your soul, like literal twin flame energy is really what I'm picking up. Let's get a couple archetype cards just to see who this is, who this sounds like. If you know this person, if you don't, whatever, just feel your intuition. The Fool, that beautiful Fool energy. This person loves to take risks, but not like life altering type of risk, not like dangerous risks. This is more just knowing what's meant for them, and having that unwavering faith that, okay, this is the direction we're going. I'm not wasting any time. This is meant for me, and I'm going for it. And I think they're going to pull this same energy when they meet you. They will just, I mean, it's not like you have to chase them. They have to chase you. You're just like magnets hooked to each other, like from day one kind of feeling. Fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. So yes, this person does, a Gemini, so I'm cool with someone that takes risks. That's cool. But to me, this person has some good Gemini placements as well, with that kind of comedic vibe, with the comedian making people laugh, kind of that jester thing. Like, they're not afraid to look stupid to make people laugh, but they think, oh, I probably look stupid doing that, but I don't really care. But people don't look at them as, oh, that was dumb. Like, they're just like, oh my gosh, I wish I could be like that. That is so funny, so cool. Let's get another card for this person. Ooh, we got two, so I lied too. And we've got, look at this. So we've got 3 green cards. And as you can see in this deck, there's not, I mean, there's a couple, but like, it's not overpoweringly green cards or anything. But all 3 of these cards are green. So I'm feeling this person might have a grand trine in the earth signs within their chart, or just a lot of really beautiful placements within your Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in the chart. But we've got here Rebel, which I love. It fits so beautifully with this kind of like risky, carefree energy here. But it says, challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs, and also laughs at absurdity and hypocrisy. So this person doesn't like the way this world is set up, the systems in place. This person, they want to break all that. They're like that indigo child. There's not a lot of blue here, but I'm picking up major indigo vibes with this person, that they're ready to start something new. And again, with the risk taking, I mean, it's all over this person's life. The rebel, the fool, the gambler, but not in like a willy-nilly kind of way, or like a life or death kind of way. This is very calculated risk that they're taking, because they know when they jump, the universe is going to catch them. Willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. And this person will always follow their intuition before even logic. That's so, again, they may have like a moon and Rahu, or a north node. Rahu is the Vedic term for north node. A moon Rahu conjunction, moon north node conjunction, or north node and Neptune conjunction. Very psychic person, very, very intuitive, very tapped in. Even Pisces placements, Neptune in the 12th house, Neptune even in the 3rd house, or somehow aspecting the moon. Yeah, really cool. So I love that. Me either. I make a fool of myself. I love that though. That's so special, so fun. But yeah, I really went in on this person, but I think Spirit needed you to know that there is someone so much better than, anyone else you've had to settle for, or who you thought, oh, this is such a dream, this is such a great relationship. This is totally going to blow anything else out of the water. Such a beautiful way. Oh, your birthday's May 28th. Well, happy early birthday. That's so awesome. I am in awe. What did you say here, Monica? I'm in awe right now. Oh, this was so fun. I love Katie R. You just opened something in me when you ask questions. I don't know what it is, but thank you. It's awesome. Cool. Yes, absolutely. I think we all in these days need a little something to look forward to. All right, beautiful Alana, aka AJ, you are up, my dear. And then I think we'll take a free question mosh pit reading, because we have not done that yet. And I did get some other donations, so I'm gonna go ahead and check in on that. Oh, from Monica, thank you. Oh, this isn't for a read, but because I believe in even energy exchange and it felt right for allowing me to share my blog and the message from your friend. Oh, absolutely. That's awesome. Thank you so much. But yes, I will be in contact with you. Again, when you emailed, I could just feel the intensity, not in a bad way, but like the intensity and the almost like you were already second guessing yourself 4 or 5 times throughout the email. And I didn't want to, like, I was on my way out the door, saw that email come in. I'm like, oh, what's this? I didn't even see your call because I was getting the kids going for school. And then I was like, oh, there's an email. Let me see. And then I'm like, oh, I put it all together after I got the call after that or before that. And then was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. But I didn't want to just leave you hanging and be like, oh, I'll answer my email later. I just had to send you a little email to let you know. I will get back to you. I promise. I'm just like, got so much going on right now. But yes, we'll make something happen. 4 or 5, maybe lowballing me on that. Girl, that's okay. All right. But when you know, right? When you know you need to do something and you don't know why, but you know you need to, you just do it and just let the chips fall where they may. And they all landed very well. The Spirit's now holding up those signs like, when the gymnast does the thing and then they're like 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Like, it's so funny. I say that all the time. Oh, that's so cool. So neat. Okay, so dear beautiful, who was next? I think it was Alana. AJ, my dear, I think you're next. I am still going to put you on the list, though, Monica, for a reading because I want to. So let's put Monica on there as well. So AJ, go ahead and post your question, my dear. We'll get into that, and then we'll do our free question mosh pit. And then we will get into Get to Like Erase 2 questions, and then Monica's question. And if Olivia shows up or MLG show up, we will go ahead and add those ladies to the mix. And I'm going to take a drink of water. Yeah, I don't know if I'm the only one, but when these big Schumann spikes happen, I'm just like, give me all the water. So thirsty all night long. Okay, so Alana, she may have had to step out. So I think we will Get to Like Erase questions, then we'll do the free question mosh pits just so we can keep it going. Which she did, Get to Like did give me the questions over here. But let's see what we have. So question number 1, have exam and difficult assignment next week. Hence, what is in store in my career in the next 15 days? Okay. So, what are we doing here? We're going in hot for Get to Like Array and this exam and assignment next week. What is coming up in the career for the next 15 days? Okay, wow. So yeah, you definitely are really committed to doing the best you can with all of this that's going on. And I think you're going to do well. You know, here he's got a pen and a little leaf like he's taken his test and he's going to succeed very well. Let me just reread the question. And difficult assignment. Yeah, you are, a sage is someone who's very wise, very intelligent. So you're going to do just fine with all of that. We've also got here Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. So being very emotionally connected, allowing yourself time to meditate before your test, your assignment, getting yourself in that right kind of headspace. Any emotions you feel around it, especially like hard or stressful kind of emotions, allow yourself to feel them and then again, release them. That's really going to help you feel steady and calm while you're actually doing the assignment and the test. Yes, you do deserve it. Absolutely. And then we have spring, see your seeds grow. So whatever it is you're doing with this, you're going to see something grow from it. So you're probably going to succeed on this assignment and this, test and everything you're doing. And you're actually going to see something really beautiful grow from it. And this rabbits are not a slow little animal for the most part. They hop and they spring up and they just go forward. That's really what I'm seeing here. But then we have here the heart. So they're really highlighting that heart chakra. So that might be a place you can really feel into, meditate on, clear, cleanse, upgrade, whatever resonates for you. Get to Leka over this next 15 days. But love and let yourself be loved. So don't try to allow that stress to take over your life or you to feel so stressed out that you forget your self-care habits. Bring all these beautiful self-care habits along for the ride because You need to put just as much effort and energy and attention into those as you do in your work, in this assignment, in this test, everything you've got going on. So basically, Spirit's saying, go ahead and balance all that out, which is hard. Oh, yay, AJ's here. Cool. We will get into your question right after this, AJ. So let's just get one more card. How can Getaleka get all this balanced and still succeed? We have here Page of Pentacles. So yes, this is kind of with that spring card here. Where did it go? This is that page. It's like that page has got that Ace of Pentacles. They're going to go take it out in the field there and plant it. That's that page just kind of beginning on something really new and beautiful. And then here, see your seeds grow. So that seed you're planting, look, it's like the energetic blueprint of it is already growing, even though he hasn't even put it in the ground yet. Like you can already maybe feel in your own heart, in your own intuition, wow, this is really going to help me. This is going to advance me. Something beautiful is going to grow from this, is what I keep hearing. It's like the second reading today, I keep hearing something beautiful will grow from this. I love that. Yeah, using Unakite, Rose Quartz, and Emerald for the heart. That's awesome. Yes, such beautiful stones to even carry in your bra or in your pocket or wear as jewelry for sure. Let's get one more. Yeah, this is a transformational moment for you, or next 15 days are really, again, that death process, that transformational energy is not always easy. So really take care of yourself, take care of your heart as you go through this, because it will be stressful. I mean, with this emotions card coming up, it absolutely will be stressful. But remember, you have this, and you're planting it in fertile soil. Everything that you're trying to accomplish is going to, look, it's almost like, look at this. This is the same man. I'm reading this as the same man. Here's the young man, the young you, planting this beautiful seed here. It's already energetically growing in your life. But look, as you are old and wise, look at the tree it has become. Look at that. I love that so much. That's what I see with whatever it is you're doing spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. Something beautiful is growing from this, because the seeds, you see your seeds grow and you're springing into action. I love how this all came together. I love that so much. I love all these readings today. We're on an extra little something today, I think, spirit-wise, not drug-wise. I do not do that. But this energy when the Schumann spikes like this, it just takes all of us to such big, beautiful heights. So your intentions can grow deeper roots. Your meditations can garner like greater wisdom during these big spikes. And of course, in my own intuition, I think these spikes are going to keep happening because to me, for years I've been watching the Schumann resonance, and it's almost like labor pains. That's how I see these big whiteouts, these big spikes, like labor pains. And it's almost like, now I'm getting major chills. It's almost like these contractions are getting closer and closer together. So it's like, once that happens, what happens? If you ask that baby being birthed, this is what it feels like, death. Not easy at all for that baby that's being birthed, or, the creation we are trying to plant and then have break the surface. It's not easy. But once we get established, look what you can create, Getaleka. That beautiful tree that will give you shade and a place to write your dreams, goals, and desires. That's beautiful. So yeah, these next couple of days, weeks for work are very transformational for you, and you can do this. But again, if the stress level really gets out of hand, connecting to your breath, breathing, getting out in nature, as much as you can, even if it's connecting with the sky on your balcony or something, doing everything you can to support yourself emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually, balancing it all out. That's your key to making it through this. You're going to get through it anyway, but your key to getting through it with less stress is to try to balance everything. But you're getting through it anyway, regardless. You're getting through it, and everything is going to be successful that you're trying to accomplish. So beautiful. So AJ, what is Coach's intentions for being or with me, romantic or platonic, or just being kind? Okay, let's feel into that for AJ. What is Coach's intentions You're absolutely welcome, Gataleka. And then we'll get into your second question after the free question mosh pit. So hold tight for that. Belinda, we do have a free question mosh pit coming right up after AJ's question. So maybe about 4 to 6 minutes, depending how long I take to do the reading. So hold tight, and then I'll let you guys know when to post your free questions. And we've got 17 people and 17 likes on the video. Thank you so much, you guys. All right, so what do we have here for AJ? What are Coach's intentions for being with me, romantic, platonic, or just being kind? Okay, so there is this element of wanting to grow something with you, or this is a long-term energy because it takes a lot to get to that 9 of Pentacles. This isn't just a quick flash in the pan like, say, a Swords energy or even a Wands energy. This is something very stable, very secure. So I do see the intentions he has toward you are very pure. Let's see if they are romantic. At the very least, he wants what's best for you. We're going to get into the whole romantic or platonic or just being kind of vibe, but his intentions are pure. He wants what's best for you. Let's feel into the energy. Is this romantic? That one already fell off. So is this romantic? Is this platonic? Is this being kind? One of them flipped, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm making that up. I thought one of them flipped. Okay, I'll keep going. I guess I'll see if I see it line up here. Are these romantic? Okay. Wow, so we do have the Page of Swords. So this is something about wanting to communicate. There's a message he's trying to send you. Alana, if I remember correctly in your reading, weren't you this beautiful representation of this glorious Queen of Wands here? I think he's a king that wants to make you his queen, if you know what I'm saying. So really listen to what it is he's trying to communicate to you. He may have a hard time saying things to where you understand exactly what he means. So you may have to just kind of close your eyes and feel into the energy of what is it you're trying to tell me. Because I think he doesn't want, he definitely feels this beautiful energy toward you, but I don't know that he wants you to know, again, I use this analogy once in a while, but playing those cards a little close to the chest, I think you can feel his loving kindness for sure, but you're kind of going back and forth. Does he like me? Does he not? Is he just trying to be nice? Does he like me as a friend? I think he just doesn't, he's been hurt in love, and so he doesn't want to just lay it all out there right this second. But there is, with this Page of Swords, just a way he's communicating that maybe he's not quite getting his point across. So you can even ask him to clarify, oh, what do you mean by this? Or, maybe even telling him how you feel if you feel inclined to do that. Let's get another bit of information for Alana. Now we've got the Queen of Swords. So this is, again, that queenly energy. You may be having to be the more communicative person within this connection, because it just, again, with the Page of Swords, it's a bit of an immaturity, not like a player energy, but maybe he just doesn't know how to express the way he feels in a way that you would quickly pick up and understand. But you're embodying these two queens, and I think in your reading we did get the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, if I remember correctly, Alana. So your queen energy is really standing out to him, and I think I had mentioned that this king is or this emperor, whoever we were really picking up with for your kind of next person, this is kind of falling in line with what we were getting for that reading as well. Let's see. Let's just go into romance angels for Alana. Romantic intentions. What are Coach's romantic intentions, if any? Wow, look, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So, wow, now I'm getting major chills. He definitely wants to offer you something. Look at that hand. He wants to take your hand, and there's something he wants to offer you, a solid foundation, hard work paying off. All that you've been through in love and in life is starting to actually pay off for you. But again, codependency, this to me feels like a theme that may have been, again, going back to that Page of Swords, he may have had a lot of codependent exes or relationships in his past. So it's hard for him to know how to communicate, because I think he had a couple people in his past, little black book or whatever, that were people who would like to twist his words or manipulate him And of course, he's this beautiful, pure-hearted energy that wants nothing but the best for these people. Um, and he's had these exes that have really put him through it. They would twist his words. They would say, "You never told me that," and then kind of gaslight him into thinking, "Oh my gosh, am I going crazy?" Like, no, it's this kind of just not good energy that he's been with. So codependency is something he's still kind of struggling to work through and really work to cut out of his life, with those swords. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. And to me, this is just addiction to knowing exactly what's on your mind, but not really knowing how to ask you what's on your mind, and not knowing really how to communicate like 100% the best way, because he just doesn't know how, because he's really been through it with some past loves. But there is this definite romantic, beautiful attraction between the two of you. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So being really present in your now moment, when you're with him especially, you're going to start learning and knowing his energy, so that you can kind of read between the lines of what he's saying, what he's not saying, kind of his body language, the way he looks at you. Like, you're really going to start being able to read into that even more, just when you're around him. And there is this element of playfulness that Spirit is saying would be really fun for you two to have this kind of fun back and forth dynamic, or maybe you're kind of having like a text message where you send a funny meme or picture or text, and then he sends one. It's like you're both trying to one up each other with who can be funnier, and it's just real fun, playful, lighthearted. Again, with that Queen of Swords, so it's almost like you might have to initiate some of this because he doesn't quite know how. He is a new person, that much. Communication, it's just the way he offered his assistance. Okay, so he is a new person, that much communication. I'm not sure if I'm reading that right, or if I'm totally not knowing what you're saying. It's just the way he offered his assistance. Okay, but there is this element of playfulness. He does want you to be taken care of. Whoa. And love yourself first. So again, going back to that codependency card, this could be you still really recovering from narcissistic ex kind of stuff, and just anything that's happened to you in the past. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So again, there is this element of loving yourself first for a while, because this does feel, if I'm not mistaken, again, getting really hot. So I don't know if this is related energetically to what you have going on. But to me, this feels even earlier in the timeline that we gave in the reading that we did together. But it just could be things are just now kind of starting, but you won't see that big romantic play out of this for a while, because maybe he's again, playing those cards a little close to the chest, or still doing some healing from that codependency. Maybe you yourself are still kind of healing from that. And that might be sort of that kind of weird communication between the two of you, is you both know that there's feelings here, but it just may not be the right timing for one or the other of you at the time. You know what I mean? So just kind of see how things play out, but just being playful and feeling good about yourself, because remember, you are that beautiful queen. We have already established that, Alana. Beautiful queen. So keep living in that beautiful queen energy and just exuding that when you're around him, because he's going to pick up on that majorly. All right. Yes, the list is still open if you guys want to donate. The link for that is pinned at the top of the chat, or also in the description box below. Oh, not that much communication. That could be that kind of immature page energy of swords, is just there's not much on and popping yet with the communication. But with the Queen of Swords, to me, that was really reading as you would kind of have to be the initiator for a while, because again, he's still dealing with some past stuff, but at the same time, he does want what's best for you. So it's almost like he really, you're on his radar, but it's like he's not quite ready to take that leap of faith and jump yet, just because he knows he needs to heal his own heart from some past shakeups and breakups and everything. But again, you're both on each other's radar now, and you're establishing contact. I love that. So just see how this plays out. It's beautiful. It feels good though, Alana. So we'll see where it goes, huh? Okay, so let me see. If anyone else has donated, let me know. But let's go ahead and jump into the free question mosh pit. If you are here for a free question, go ahead and post your question right now, just one time in the chat. There's only 16 of us here, so there's no need to spam. We can all see what you got going on. So just post it one time. I'm going to take a couple sips of my water and tea and give you guys enough time to get your questions out there. And then I will intuitively select one of your questions. And then when we come back from that, we're going to get right into Get to Lecca Ray's second question. And then we have Monica Anderson. We were going to do yours as well. Okay, take a couple drinks of my beverages. Okay. So I see one, but just keep matriculating my list and I will try not to look. I don't want to be swayed one way or another. So hope you're all having a lovely Saturday. We are now at the 1 hour and 9 minute mark of the live stream. Having a good time. All right. Okay, clearing notifications so that I don't have all that going on. All right, they are honing right in on Tanya's question. First thing I saw, when will my business take off financially? All right, let's roll the Astro die and then we'll get some cards of additional messages. For Tanya, when will Tanya's business take off financially? We've got 2, could be 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, or the second month, which would be February. I don't really see it being that long, though. They're really highlighting August for some reason, but something coming up 2 months from now, which would be what, May, June, July. Okay, so something coming up 2 months from now, it feels like it's a lead on something really good, and then that lead on something good is going to lead to something else, like almost like a 2-for-1 deal with clients, like 2 separate clients. Like one is going to recommend you to another. So you'll possibly book a decent sized client in July that will then recommend you to someone they know that's an even bigger fish in August. So that's kind of the chain reaction Spirit showing me just to get off the ground. Let's see if Spirit will give a time frame with this. Usually they don't, but we're going to try. See if there's any other words of wisdom or guidance around your business taking off financially. Communicate clearly. So again, there's just some weird stuff going on. You're so welcome, Alana. Absolutely. There's just some weird stuff going on with communication. Not just like, internet communications, but like messages back and forth, phone calls, miscommunications. There's just a lot of weird stuff going on. I don't know. I'm trying to remember Joni Petrie. I think that the U.S. is a Sagittarius rising if you make a birth chart for the United States per Vedic astrology. So that would maybe make them a Capricorn rising for Western, possibly. Let's see. So Sagittarius, so 9, 10, 11. So Aquarius. Oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. With the United States chart, there is that transit of Jupiter that's now in the 3rd house of the United States chart, the birth of the United States, the day and the time it was born in 1776. So there is this beautiful expansion coming to technology, to communication, something going on where maybe you're finding they're almost showing me now some sort of online community, or it's not, I guess you could call it social media, but it's kind of a place where like-minded people meet, maybe accountants meet or whatever, legal people meet, I don't know, that you're going to be able to tap into that or find that and get like the communication coming in hot. Like, I don't know if I'm even interpreting that right, but that's what Spirit's showing me. But remain positive, and yes, within the next, time frame that we kind of got, 2 months would kind of take you into July, but I'm even seeing August. But they could even be highlighting between July. Of course, keep doing what you're doing now and putting your throwing that fishing pole out to get bites and leads as well. Keep doing what you're doing because it will pay off. But between July through February, you're really going to see a major good uptick of clients coming in, and these are going to be stable long-term clients. These clients are actually looking for, they just want to be done being on the search for who's going to handle their ish. They're done searching around. They just want to give it to someone who knows what they're doing and know that they're taken care of, and gladly pay you what that is worth for them. So, and it will be worth it for you as well, is what I see. So yes, remain positive. Just knowing that you're taken care of. Picture yourself, this is kind of weird, but picture yourself in that full energy, taking the leap of faith off that cliff and spirit catching you. And by spirit, I'm also seeing your own higher self coming in hot and sprouting wings on your own back that you can fly. And they just showed me a white dove or a white bird. Tanya, look into what that could mean for you, because there's a symbolism of a white bird, kind of similar to the back of this card here. There's a white bird holding a flower. Maybe you're going to be seeing a white bird, or just look up what a white bird, a dove, what does this represent? I know doves a lot of times will represent peace or the end of a difficulty, which is nice, but maybe doing some more research and just seeing where the internet takes you, where your own intuition takes you with that. But let's get, I guess, two final cards. Yay. So the Explorer of Cups, which would be the Knight of Cups, this is someone else. This is not your energy. It's not Troy's energy. This is someone else, possible client maybe, wanting to offer you their business, but this is a very emotionally fulfilling thing. Just them trusting you and having faith in you is really going to put you in a beautiful emotional place where you feel almost just emotionally taken care of, because look what we got here. Beautiful 10 of Cups. That is one of the best cards we can get here. This is absolute emotional fulfillment, financial fulfillment. Your goal, the ultimate goal you had of the number 10 per month, is coming in by February. But this timeline, Spirit's going stretch out, in, out, like one of those on the Goonies brand. The older brother was using that stretcher exercise thing, and then the kids tied him up with it so they could go search for the treasure. They're showing me the timeline of this thing is kind of stretchy like that, because this has to do with something you're closing, an emotional cycle you're closing out, Tanya. Something that's really emotionally been weighing heavy on you, and now my crown chakra's tingling. I think Grandma is coming in hot to help. Ask Grandma for help. Ask your guides, angels, any other crossover loved ones for help, because Grandma, it feels like she wants to help. Oh God, Grandma wants to help. For those of you just wondering, what is she talking about? Tanya's my cousin, actually. So we share a grandmother that just passed away last year. So Grandma wants to help. But there's this emotional cycle closing out for you. This is going to help put you in a much better mindset, or just feeling that beautiful faith in yourself. Again, your higher self sprouting those wings. Looking, oh, I didn't notice this. There's that white bird. Look at that. It's hard to see because it's so white, but look at that. But yes, your dreams are coming true. Just remain positive. White bird energy. Maybe Grandma's showing up as a white bird. I would have thought she'd show up as a hummingbird, but who am I to judge? All right, I love that. That's so cool. So I hope that resonated, Tanya, or brought you a little bit of peace of mind, because I think we all need a little peace of mind right now. Absolutely. No, I'm actually feeling really good. This energy is high vibe, and when it's like that, I can sustain a lot longer than I thought. So yay. Go ahead and donate if you would like a guaranteed reading. How do you know so much about her? Yeah, I've known her since I was born. That's why. Okay, so let's see. Let me find out if there were any other donations coming in yet. Nope, I don't see any more. So get to Lekka. We will get into your second question. Not ready for vaccination mentally. Doing natural remedies to improve immunity system, though. Okay, and then it cut off. So I will log in and read the rest of your question. And get to Lekka. Just let us know you're still here. Because if you fell asleep or something, I will timestamp it. Because I know it's probably pretty late where you're at. Oh God, I love you. Thanks so much. I love you too, Tanya. I can't wait till we get to hang out. I'm really counting down the days to when that might be. Ooh, and I'm just now seeing as I read that, or as I was saying that, I got 44 here and 44 there. So the number 44 might be really relevant for you too, Tanya, to see or know that some good stuff's coming your way. Okay. Yeah, double 44s here. And then KDR just donated, so thank you so much for that. Yes, I'm going to log in over on PayPal and get the rest of Gitaleka's question. I know she was here, and then we kind of got a little sidetracked with the free question, mosh pit, and all that, but we are coming back. Oh, you're still here. Good, cool. Okay, so let me go to your questions. We can read it out, get it all out there. Okay, not ready for vaccination mentally. Doing natural remedies to improve immunity system, though everyone pushing me. Is spirit supporting my decision? I'm getting a major yes. Spirit and your own intuition. There's a reason you haven't rushed out and got it the second you could. It's not for you. Not to say it's not for other people. It's just definitely not for you. And the way you're going about it, Spirit's showing me almost like you're not living in fear. And, of course, stress with work can lower the immune system. But, I know when this whole thing first happened with COVID, the week I heard about it, I was desperately sick with something. And, of course, I thought, it must be the flu or something. But this is a really weird flu. Never had a flu like this. And then, of course, my higher self came online and was like, duh, you have what you're fearing you're going to get. Watching all these headlines and stuff. And I was like, yeah, wow, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So as someone who's had it, of course, very early and wasn't even sure at the time, and there was no test for it when I had it, it's not fun, but it's like if you're a healthy individual with no underlying pre-existing medical conditions, your body it knows what to do. There's an innate intelligence within the body that knows what to do. Let's just see if, got lots falling down here. I didn't even get my question quite out, but 3 of Cups is a celebration. 5 of Wands is kind of that competition, people telling you what you should do, and you kind of think maybe differently, so there's kind of this push-pull, just picking up on the energy of what we're going through here. But I think you following, again, look how natural and beautiful this is. This is you coming out on top by following your own intuition and what spirit is setting out for you. And as a result, you'll have that 2 of Cups energy, that kind of emotional fulfillment of connection with people who maybe even a love interest. I'm not sure of your actual love status, but you following your own intuition is going to be key. And it's going to really bring in someone. I know that romantic vibe doesn't even go with what you're asking here. But with this 5 of Wands, I have a feeling that, because spirit's up here, it's none of their business if you've had this medical procedure or not. And I would like to say that for everybody, there is that sort of protection that we have around our medical records. It's nobody's business what we do or don't do with our bodies. If that was the case, you would think that the government and the systems would be pushing that we eat organically, that we drink clean, fresh water, that we do all these things that would support our systems naturally. No status as of now. Okay, but maybe this is just saying there's maybe someone coming in after this. But yeah, this is really checking in with your inner child as well about your health. Maybe even possible children in the future if that's something you want. But for some reason, they're tying you taking your health into your own hands rather than trusting an experimental procedure as maybe possibly affecting this part of your life if that's what you want. Again, anything, especially an experimental thing like what this is. This is a totally experiment. This is the guinea pig trial being run right now. We don't know the long-term effects of this for anybody getting this or not getting this, or, the procedure involved, which if I say the V word too many times, I probably will get censored. So I'm going to just say the V word. We all know what that means. There have been no long-term extensive, studies to say, is this for our best interest? Is this not? My own intuition for myself says, do not go anywhere near that for me. But again, that's not my advice to everybody. Everybody needs a check-in for their own dang self in their own heart center, in their own heart space to see, is this best for you? If you get a resounding yes, then you follow your guidance, absolutely. And those of you kind of going back and forth, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? If the answer was clear, you would definitely have gone and done it by now. So that kind of also is your answer as well. But yeah, Spirit wants you, they're showing like this major protection around you, that you listening to your own intuition is going to bring you the outcome you need. You will be protected just in your own knowing that you're protected, in your own intentions, without doing any external or extra medical procedures. Let's just get one more card surrounding this situation. Get to Leka trusting her own intuition about taking her health in her own hands. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Surrender to your higher self. Surrender to your body's innate intelligence to fight off anything that comes, because we don't know. We don't know the long-term effects of whatever. We don't even know what's in this. We don't. So you just, being as healthy, as natural as possible, that is you surrendering to your body's innate intelligence to do anything it needs to do to fight off anything that comes your way. Using your own intuition also as well. But taking action to surrender to your body's intelligence, that is what your spirit, your own higher self wants you to know. Your own higher self is very powerful and protecting you every step of the way as well. And there is a sense of gratitude, feeling very grateful, maybe long-term effects of certain people. I've heard, I don't know these things for a fact, but I've heard some horror stories where this is causing infertility in certain people. One girl that I don't know her, but her cousin, I'm just trusting her story. I don't know this for sure. Actually had major, massive amounts of bleeding during her time of the month after her first V, and had to have a complete hysterectomy at the age of 26. So, we don't know. And we don't know if it might not affect this person at all, but it might affect this person. Like, we just don't know. So Spirit's saying, have gratitude for your body's natural way of doing this. And again, that was for you. Anyone else who has their own intuition about this for themselves to do whatever they want with their own bodies, absolutely follow your divine guidance from your own higher self, your own higher intelligence, because it knows better than even the scientists, even the doctors. It knows better. It does not know better than our ego. Our ego does not know better than our higher intelligence. Sometimes we think it does. So bypass that ego and go directly to the heart. That's where you're going to get your truest, authentic, not fear-based response to what is best for your body. Because a lot of our egos, many people's egos, are rushing out and getting it because they're too afraid of what could happen if they just naturally got a virus or something. Ego can make us make some bad decisions as well. So yes, yeah, I know, having a hysterectomy that young, even at age 39, and I'm like 98.7% sure I'm done having kids, it would still be very traumatic, I would think. But especially to someone so young and just now starting her life and just married and ready to start a family, and now it's that option, at least the natural way for her, is totally gone. Major chills, yeah. Follow your intuition, everybody. Yes. But get to Leka, I think the answer was clear for you, that's not in your best interest. Your best interest is to follow your innate guidance. And if at a later date your higher self tells you go get it, then go get it. But what's on the market for you right now in your area, do not. That's what Spirit's saying. Do it natural. Do it, just with your own immunity boosting ways that you're doing naturally. That's your best bet in this moment. All right. So yes, you are listening to your intuition already. So keep doing that the whole time. All right. So I hope that answered your question, Get to Leka. And don't let other people pressure you, because again, that would be you succumbing to fear or your ego saying, well, I don't want these people to judge me, so I'll just go take a medical procedure. We should never have to make a decision based on peer pressure or out of fear like that. We should make all the major decisions, especially the major decisions in our life, from that place of the heart, from that place of love, not from that place of fear. Like, oh no, I better go do this because I don't want to get this thing. Are you making that choice because you're afraid, or because you're in like that really empowered place? You know what I mean? Yes, make the decision out of love. Always do it on your own accord. Absolutely. Ethan knows what's up. All right, so up next we've got Monica. Monica, go ahead and post your question, and then we've got Katie R donating again, and also Cat111. We've got you covered, my dear. So I will update that since I didn't let Ethan know what happened. Katie R, and then Cat111. Well, I think I have enough ones. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Ethan. Look, you're already on it. Never mind. Never mind. Disregard my list. You're on it. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. All right. So, Monica, if you have a question or anything you want, absolutely post that. I'm preaching others the natural process, but I'm not a doctor, so no followers. Yeah. Again, and people will only understand or listen to you at the capacity of what their belief systems have. It's like the belief systems form the lens through which they see the world. If they are like, I trust science inherently with my life, my health. I mean, look back just in the US at the ways we've trusted science and doctors with that tobacco was healthy to smoke, especially during pregnancy. We've since learned that's not true. That asbestos is healthy and natural. Yes, it's natural, not healthy. And I would know, I come from Libby, Montana, the asbestos capital of the world, Superfund site, W.R. Grace mine. 93% of the world's asbestos comes from that tiny little town that I grew up in. Yeah, major lies involved there from the get-go. They knew it was harmful, yet they lied and said it wasn't, and hurt a lot of people. A lot of people. And I laugh because it's just so, I'm mad. I'm still mad about it. Like growing up in that town. Oh man, I even wrote a song about it, but you don't want to hear that right now. Okay, Monica says, what is going on? Like, can I get something a lot clearer than what I've been receiving? Okay, let's tap into this. Just, it's very chaotic and overwhelming energy for you, Monica. I can feel it. I can feel it through your words. I can feel it through your voice with the voicemail. I can feel it. I can feel it. Let's find out what this is. What is going on? Again, this does feel ascension related. This feels like a leveling up. You're releasing a lot of things from the past. Major chills on the crown just this whole time already. Let's feel into this. What is this? What is going on for Monica? Yeah, you're tapping into higher states of who you are, to, born to be on this earth. And I love the reflection of this because to me, this almost feels like the root system. Like you're really planting some really deep roots. And as a result, you're going to be able to reach higher heights. Life purpose. And to me, it's like I'm reading this as the moon, but I'm also interpreting these as planets or alignments. And then, of course, we got the sun shining through that light, or that tree. Yes, it's light is shining through that tree. So the sun and the moon will be aligning just similar to this, next to each other. So this is to me really pointing to the full moon, because sun and moon come together. That's new moon, which will be 3 days from now, 2 days, depending where you're at in the world. So when the sun and moon are opposite, so full moon, which I do believe that next full moon we're having is the eclipse, which is a major time of transformation, which is May 26th. So mark your calendar if you haven't already, that you can do a major cleansing, a major purge, emotional purge, a lot of old wounds from your childhood. Just that word trauma just keeps coming in hot with a lot of us these days. And even things that we didn't maybe even in the moment feel that were that traumatic to us, but it just, oh man, it's just so there. And the word blood, yes, I will have to go back to the Spirit app because it gave me that word as well. Let me go to my little list of Spirit app words. Even the word trauma is on here. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. This is all connected. It's all tied. These are collective energies. So pretty much anyone listening can take heed of Monica's message. This is so collective. But look at this, okay? You can see this was today at 11:15 a.m. We've got here the word blood, and then wrote European trauma advise. And then I saw in Telegram, you had posted the thing about the wound of Sarah Poole Good and that whole mess of the witch trials. Major chills. I mean, they came from Europe. That they were settlers from Europe. I mean, this was happening like around the time I was reading that on your on the Telegram, and I'm just like blown away. But it's a blood moon, but there is a major purge, I think, from that ancestral line coming up for you. Wow, major chills. Major chills. What is going on with this? This is a purge. It's like, again, going back, gosh, it won't stop. Going back to what I was saying about the Schumann resonance, these whiteouts, these big spikes we have as kind of like those labor pains. This is birthing something new for you. You're going through the last kind of ring of fire of just ancestral lineage stuff, blood lineage, especially that European side of the family. What else is coming up for Monica? Yeah. But look, I have a full body, like just they're radiating. It will not stop. So to me, this is a very collective energy because this is a collective trauma, a collective wound. Many of us of European ancestry and just ancestry where anywhere where there were these witch trials, anywhere where there was slavery and just injustice, like this probably spans the entire globe. But there is this big purge right now going on of all of that past transgression and trauma that we've all got in our very blood, in our very cells. And I love that this is culminating up to this full blood moon. We are clearing like the not only the transgressions that happened against us in our lineage or in our past lives, but we're also clearing the injustices we put on other people, because we've had many lives where we were the perpetrator, where we were the bad guy, or maybe something we said or our words were twisted and then we didn't. I'm seeing for you, especially Monica, there was a past life, and this thing is just running. There's initiative. This thing's just running. I'm just going to let it run, see what comes up. There was a past life where you were actually in that same like witch trial timeline where maybe you said something or didn't speak up the way that you hoped you could or should have. There's something with around that same time you were living. You were a male in that life, a very young male, but you were also like having a what do you call it, like a parallel life. You were also a woman. So it's almost like you were divine masculine on one part of the earth and then feminine in another. So trying to kind of counterbalance just the injustice of what's going on, especially with women, and of course people of color through all the different times in this world history. There's just so much. I mean, with all that's coming up, I mean, all of the race wars and the riots and everybody's fed up. Everyone's had enough. I mean, everyone on every side is just like, it's so heavy. It's so much. It's so traumatic for all of us because we've been every race, color, and creed. You know, most of us that have been here, well, there's some word of advice. Take a nice long salt bath and release some of this stuff. But we've all been not only the victims, but the perpetrators. We've been every color, race, creed, just so much. We've all been in these moments of the bad guy, the good guy, the bad guy, the victim, however we want to say this, reincarnated. Okay, that, I did not read that part. I read that part, but I was like in the middle of doing a bunch of stuff. So I'm like, what? I don't know. I need to go back and reread everything you said, but I was like, whoa. This is called the Ghost Detector. I think it might be called Ghost Hunting Tools if you search, but this is the thumbnail, what you'll see in the App Store. Little black handprint on a blue background like that. But the only caveat I have with this is the more you work with it, the more it's going to be on point for you. If you just work on it, use it maybe once, Sally's, I don't know what that means, but if you only turn it on like once a year and try to work with it, you might get a lot of random stuff. But I try to connect with my best friend who passed away, John. I connect with him a lot through this. So I even put the intention, you have to put the intention of who it exactly is you want to connect to, or just say, I want to connect to only high vibrational beings. You don't want to get all these little earthbound entities coming in trying to mess with it, because they'll say weird things like crucifixion and all sorts of craziness. But you didn't put that part in it. Okay. It's been like this for a few weeks for me. Yeah, look on the back of the deck. This is family. This is closing out a traumatic family, ancestry, past life, concurrent life, parallel life. There's a major purge going on in the collective. But the other cards I did pull too were protection. We are protecting Earth. Earth is protecting us as these vibrations come in, as these transits happen. Again, these birthing, these kind of labor pains that are happening for all of us on this planet. And again, we will see physical evidence of these labor pains with, we got the name Logan coming in. So I don't know if that means anything to Monica or anyone else here. Maybe an ancestor name, a name of someone you know or something. It's coming out for a reason. And this thing has not disappointed me at all lately. I mean, it's on target. But look, we are protected. We are protecting others. These energies coming in are for our highest good, for our highest evolution. It's to help bring us out of this trauma response that many of us have been in 2020, all the things and all the corruption and all this, the year of the virus and, 2020 part 2, aka 2021. We are all just in this constant state of fight, flight, trauma. Some of us are, some of us aren't. But we're feeling at least the collective being in this state. But look, we're tapping more into that well-being. And again, there's that full moon coming in hot. So this blood moon coming up is very important, very, very important as a purge point, a collective point. Again, full moon. Wow, so much full moon symbolism, and this is not a moon deck. This is called spellcasters, spellcasting oracle cards. So this is not a full moon deck. I'll even try to prove it to you. I don't know. We got a lot of moons in here, but we got a lot of earth symbolism as well. So there's a crescent moon. But look, we got all those full moons, though. That's what's crazy, So there's not moons in every depiction. So yeah, craziness. But yeah, that's what's going on. And we're all feeling this, but we're all just feeling it in different ways. But many of us are clearing out just ancestral wounds, ancestral trauma, past life wounds, past from this life, childhood wounds. Many people don't know that's what's going on, but the work is happening anyway. So you don't even have to be totally 100% conscious of what is shifting, what is healing, what is purging. You don't have to. All you have to do, this is how you heal, this is how you purge. Are we ready? Thank you, Evan. We will get you on the list. I saw that pop up. This is how you heal. You feel it. You don't have to attach to it and try to dissect it and know every little in and out. He said this, I did this didn't happen. You don't have to do that. You don't have to dig your hooks in and try to figure it out. Just feel it. Immerse yourself in it. Scream, laugh, cry, shake, puke. I mean, whatever literally comes up, whatever you're feeling during these next, now until this full moon and even the weeks after this full moon, because that is the eclipse. This is transformation coming in again. This is so transformational because this is going to kick off the eclipse corridor, that kind of eclipse season for May and June for the next 6 months. This sets a new precedent for the next 6 months. And then in December, once again, maybe even going into January, I'm not sure when that next eclipse cycle will kick off, but usually 6 months from cycle to cycle. Then there will shift and be another big purge, another big transformation as well. But I think what I'm going to do, like I did with that last eclipse we had in Taurus, well, Vedic Taurus and Scorpio, I'm going to do a similar thing for the full moon eclipse. So on May 26th, let me see the date on that, if that's going to hit. I think it was on a Wednesday, if I remember correctly. Yes. So that will be our Woo Woo Wednesday on the 26th of May. We're gonna start the live stream with a big collective reading on what this means for us. We're gonna dive into the energies and see both the Western and Vedic placements of where this is transiting, and then you can go into your own birth chart and figure this out, because this is so collective. Yet we experience it in different ways. It's almost like the shift or the thing that we're going through is the mountain. And then we each take our own individual, 7 billion of us on the planet are taking our own individual paths up said mountain. So we're not all going to experience it the same way, although many starseeds and light workers are experiencing it very similarly, but of course it'll have its nuances or reasoning behind things happening or not happening or moving forward or not moving forward. You know what I'm saying? But especially those high vibrational people, those souls that came here to raise the collective consciousness, to raise the vibration, to anchor this light. We are all here playing our major role. And there's not like we have to do anything. There's nothing we have to do. Just being here is enough. Just allowing yourself to be a human being and experience joy, pain, healing, whatever it is that's coming up. Allow yourself to be in the moment. Allow yourself to feel it so you can heal it, so you can deal with it, so you can release it, right? That's what we say here. We also have on the back of the deck psychic abilities. So Monica, you're really tapping into that intuition, and all of us, because Monica's poor little reading here did turn into a bit of a collective. But again, this is just Monica's personal reading of the experience of what we're all experiencing, basically. But again, this going back to those witch trials, it's like, yes, there was elevated abilities here from the human perspective, but if we think about it, if those Puritans of the day would have thought about it, they believed in God, they believed that we had a soul, so why on God's green earth would we not have access to our soul abilities? Why on earth would we not? Why? That is our natural attire. That is our natural state, spirit. So of course we have those abilities even when we're in a human body. Even if we don't believe we do, we do. Some more than others because some believe more than others. But yeah, that's just kind of came full circle with that. But you're bringing more of it back online in your own family. Always drawn to the third eye whenever I see that card. Yes, the third eye especially. The third eye, crown, and zeal chakra, that back of the neck kind of ball joint there where the neck and head meet. That's the mouth of God chakra that's coming online for many or just upgrading for others. You can look into all this stuff if you want to know more, but yeah, lots is going on. Both literally, figuratively, energetically, all of the above. So I hope that resonated for you, Monica, and of course everyone else listening, because it turned a little bit collective there as well. Beautiful. All right, so Katie R., you are next, and then we've got Kat. Did Monica get her angel answer poll? I'm making sure before I post my question. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I believe I am reincarnated. Let's ask. Let's just ask. I mean, your intuition's probably really on it and on point. Actually, I want to go to pendulum for this. And then we'll pull a clarifier from the angel answer. So, will you work with us? Answer. Yes. Okay. So, is Monica the reincarnation of Bethia, Sarah's sister, from the witch trial days? Yeah, it has not shifted. It's a big yes. That's a yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get just one card word of advice or explanation or whatever it wants to corroborate on that big yes we got. Whoa, that's a lot, but we'll get into it. We'll see what we got. Okay. So we've got here in the near future and peaceful resolution. So in the near future, as a result of you knowing this knowledge, in the near future, you will have peaceful resolution for that life, for whatever transpired as that life and all the feelings that are coming up in this life as a result of that life and just everything. It's a big ball. It's like like those cards, those Oracle, the e-cards we did on the last live stream. It's like just one big hairball. Like where does one hair start and the other end? Like it's just all clustered together. Wow. So powerful. So big energies, you guys. Woo! Yes, and it's hot in here. Absolutely, Barbie. Yep, we're still going. Okay, so let's get into Katie R. Katie R, go ahead and post your question. And then on deck, we've got Kat 111 and then Evan Good. And then if Barbie wants to donate, we will put her on the list as well. So have I ever lived a past life with my daughter, Natalie? Okay, let's find out. Let's go to angel answers to start. I'm already getting a pretty big yes. Already coming in. Who needs the cards today? Okay, yeah, remain positive. And to me, this is a very youthful kind of looking face there. I don't know if it's hard to see with that lighting situation, but very youthful face. So yes, I am picking up a yes on that. I, for some reason, want to go to these cards, which I have not used in a hot minute. Anything that wants to come up. let's pick up on that past life. What was this past life? She's only 5. Oh, yeah, there's the youthfulness. Take bite-sized steps. So, yeah, there is this element of feeling left behind. Oh my gosh, it's coming full circle. This element of feeling left behind. She was your mother in that life with the boy with the Viking life where you both froze to death. Holy cow, that came in hot. Yeah. So I just heard, I heard left behind. You were both left behind because so they're showing me in that life your mother was, which is your daughter Natalie. So Natalie was kind of elderly when you were born, for the days, again, elderly back then was like 30, right? But she was elderly for the day for the time of the day of the era. And had you kind of later in life, late 20s most likely, and so she was already kind of struggling and all of that, and you refused to leave her, and she kept telling you, leave, go, you can't just stay here with me, we're both gonna die. And you're like, well, I'm not leaving you. That was a very powerful life, because spirit's like wanting to, like, I'm seeing it like, we dropped one. I'm seeing it like a stake put in the ground, and then the spirit showed me like a thing, a yarn or string going around it, like, like a dog run. Like you put a stake in and put the leash on the dog, and the dog kind of runs around it. So it's like this is the pinnacle or stake that a lot of what's going on in your life, in this life, is kind of riding on or kind of pointing back to. And then on the back of the deck, we've got here the Knight of Swords, and this is that knight that just rushes in, which was you in that life. You were not going to leave her. You were going to rush in and you even tried to carry her on your back. And again, as that like 11, 12-year-old boy, and you were a very, like, I'm seeing like a very lanky, skinny, awkward, like it was hard, you'd trip over your own feet kind of thing, and you were made fun of by a lot of the older men and stuff on the expedition, but you refused to leave her. Absolutely refused. And everybody, it was a different time back then, and I'm seeing that, all these big burly men with their ice in their beards just laughing at you like, well, you're signing your own death warrant, basically, and almost no compassion, because I'm seeing, as a result of that uncle, that your mother's brother, was not on this expedition. He had gone before and had begged you guys to go with him. And then, of course, you incarnated as the daughter of his daughter, middle daughter. So like his granddaughter later on, because you did respect him. And he was very intuitive in that life and knew that something might happen if he wasn't there. Not only like, oh, they might be left behind, they might be frozen, whatever. Like he just knew, just of the time, like the way men treated young boys, young girls, and women, like they might have just tried to throw you over and have their way with you. Like in those days, like that could have been an issue. I mean, it still could at any point in today's life, but like he was very worried that something like that would happen, or that she, just could be too old to make that long trek. But there was something holding Natalie, your mother in that life, back from being able to go ahead. And I think it was you. I think there was something going on that you had to stay behind. And so she chose to stay with you. And then major chills again, as a kind of that pinnacle or that crux of this whole thing was, in her time of need, you stayed behind with her. Of course, you both paid the ultimate price for both not going with your uncle, her brother at the time. Wow. What else? Anything else for Natalie in that life? Yeah. And it just feels like that back and forth of, like, the brother, Natalie's brother in that life, loved her dearly, but like was so mad at her. And then when he learned that, yeah, we just left them behind, they were dragging us down, he was absolutely livid. And he actually killed one of the guys that was, one of the Vikings in that expedition that was kind of in charge and had, was kind of one of his friends. And he's like, make sure that my sister and my nephew are okay. And he didn't. Like, he did not live up to, again, back then, those were different times where people just didn't feel that obligation they feel now. And the brother, your Natalie's brother, even paid this guy very, very well in, I'm seeing like a big supply of meat, or like dried meat and furs and stuff like that. to take care of you, the nephew, and Natalie, the sister. And the guy just basically was like, I'll just take it and run, because he didn't expect to see this uncle or brother again. You know, his friend, your uncle, your daughter's brother. God, this is so convoluted. I think you know what I mean, though. But he literally killed him. He's like, yep. And then he took the rest of his furs and some of that meat back. He was not having any of it. Her brother might be my dad in this life. Let's ask. I love that. I'm feeling that it is a very authority figure in at least Natalie's life. So yeah, let's feel into that. Oh. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. That would have been someone who provided for you in this life. That's someone who gives handsomely to someone. So a father would be very, giving you rewards, giving you, benefit. So yeah, absolutely. That's right on the money. Your intuition's very on point, Katie. So don't doubt it. Oh, I've got major chills again. Yeah, Four of Cups. So even in this life, I think there have just been a lot of times where he felt he could have done more for you, especially when you were growing up. He felt he could have done or should have done more, or maybe just wasn't able to do everything he wanted to do for you a lot of times, or just had a hard life even at work, like just having to kind of work to pay the bills. It wasn't a job he really enjoyed a lot of the time, that kind of vibe. But he made dang sure that his family was provided for as much as he could in right now, like in this lifetime. But of course, it's resonating also as that past lifetime. Your father in this life is that uncle / brother paying handsomely to make sure you guys got there safely, and he didn't live up to it. And then, he took matters into his hands in a way that I think was very honorable and noble at the time. We were pretty poor when I was growing up. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. But there were a lot of struggles, and I'm just seeing even nights that he would cry himself to sleep, like just wishing he could do better or be more, provide more, just not living up to his own expectations of who he thought he should be or could be, or, but I think you guys all picked up that he did the best he could with what he had. And even showing me like he maybe emotionally wasn't there for you as much as he wished he could have, because he maybe had to work a lot, or maybe he missed a lot of your like events at school or sports or something, or if he did have to miss it, he felt really bad because he wanted to be there. Like that's what they're showing me. He wanted to be there, but a lot of times he couldn't be because he had to provide. He had to make sure everything was moving forward and, life. So yes, beautiful energy. Of course, some violence thrown in there with some dueling and some death. But yeah, Natalie was your mother in that life, and I love how it all comes together. Yeah, see, guys, we just travel in packs, don't we? Soul family. All right, Barbie donated. Let's see here. Yes, we've got Barbie donating, so we can get beautiful Barbie on the list. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. What a beautiful reading. You're so welcome. Absolutely. I think we know more about Katie's past lives than anyone's, because you are always asking those amazing, deep past life questions that, man, we really get into it too. Like, Spirit does not disappoint with the detail even when that happens. I love that. Awesome. So Kat 111, you are next, my dear. And then Evan Good, and then Barbie will be rounding us out. And my past life readings usually sound like a Jerry Springer show of the ages. Absolutely. Considering we even tapped into me being your lover in that life as King Edward IV. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. I can't believe that. So funny. Oh man. All right, been feeling beyond anxious. Oh, I'm so sorry. Anything positive coming in soon. Seems like everything I touch goes wrong. And that's happening for so many people though. Either something they touch just doesn't go anywhere, or it goes wrong, or it goes too quickly and fizzes out. Like something like that. Like the many of us are experiencing this, but of course, just in little different ways. So let's see what's going on for Kat. And this anxiety and just anything positive coming in. Anything positive. Okay, we have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So this is saying, and again, when we're in that anxiety, when we're in the thick of whatever's going wrong, we of course really hyperfixate on, oh, that went wrong, then that went wrong, then that. Can I not do anything right? Cannot anything not go right for me? And then we hyperfixate on the negative. So this is trying to say, trying to bring yourself out of that mindset of, well, oh, here comes something else. Let's watch this go wrong too, because it's almost like setting the stage for that energy to just play out exactly that way. But you can set a different stage and pave a new path to something more abundant by, even if you catch yourself thinking, oh gosh, this again, I don't want to deal with this, or man, why didn't that work, or why didn't that take off, or whatever it is, stopping yourself when you feel those thoughts coming in, and stopping yourself, and then retraining, reframing. Okay, well, what is going right for me? Oh my gosh, I have a bed to sleep in at night that's in a safe place that I can actually get rest. I have food on, even if you have to bring it as basic as your survival, I have food on my table. These are easy ways we can get in the moment and say, okay, wow, I'm so grateful that I have whatever it is that you have that you are grateful for. That can be a way to really stop that incessant, like, oh man, this went bad, then this. We all get there. We all do that. I am no, like, I'm not immune to that either. I get in that, and then I catch myself. I'm like, okay. But then the important thing here, though, when you do catch yourself going down that downward spiral, don't then go further down by beating yourself up. Say, oh wow, good job, congratulations, you caught it. You're like rising above it. You're thinking the thought, but you're not the thinker of that thought. You're the observer of whoever is that ego that's thinking the thought. And then just be like, okay, good job. You're focused now that this is a thought we're having. We don't have to attach to it. We don't have to make this a reality. But grounding will help you. So go deep, explore your roots, get out in nature. Put your bare feet on the earth if you can. Snuggle up to a tree. Even if you want to take a book or a beverage out and just kind of enjoy some time outdoors if you can. Or like my life lately, watching my boys play baseball when it's nice enough, which it has been kind of hit and miss because it's spring in Montana. So you get all 4 seasons in one day sometimes. When I can, though, I will take my shoes off and put those feet on the earth and just enjoy the breeze and enjoy the sun and the connection to the earth. I get it any way I can because a lot of times I'm on my computer or I'm on the computer editing or answering emails, doing this, doing private readings, doing all the things I do online. And then sometimes in my free time, I catch myself watching other people's YouTube videos. So I'm like online a lot, and I need to get outside as much as I can as well. So getting outside is really going to benefit you, and just kind of shifting that mindset as well. And also fogged in, go slow, take time. So this isn't something that you're going to be able to just snap right out of. Wouldn't that be nice? I think all of us would just love to be able to snap right out of this, but it's just not. It doesn't always happen overnight. Sometimes it does. Sometimes that fog lifts and it's out of nowhere. You just feel like a little extra pep in your step. But I think for at least the next week and maybe 2 weeks kind of leading up to this next blood moon, because we've got a new moon. And if you guys have been anything like me, like the last 3 new moons to me have felt more intense than even the full moons that we've had, like most of this year already. So weird. Oh, good to see you, Bobby Richardson. I hope you're doing well as well. So just give yourself some time and a little bit of grace and have that gratitude and get out in nature. That's really going to help kind of reshift or reposition the mindset that you have going in to just feeling like nothing's working out, everything's going wrong. Let's get one from the Shaman's Dream Oracle and finish up for you, Kat. We've got here many masks, the authentic self. So the reason you are feeling like this a lot of times is maybe some of the stuff you're trying to push forward or trying to, again, I say this a lot on my channel, instead of letting life happen to you, let life happen for you. So kind of more taking a front row seat in your own life rather than, being tossed to the waves of whatever's coming in, but you kind of taking the paintbrush or the reins of the horse to direct it where you want it to go. But a lot of times going within, when you're going through kind of some of these little dark nights of the souls or, just feeling really down, anxious, depressed, all of those energies, it is a good time to go within and really say, who am I? What is it I want to accomplish here? What's going on? But we got the 38 that adds up to an 11. So this is all about awakening to your true authentic self. So things are going wrong right now for you to kind of focus, or to help you focus on, well, who is it I want to be? Who is it that I am on that soul level deep down? Who is it? Katie R says, that would be funny if we got off on a bad note in the King Edward IV life and you got back by embarrassing you 600 years in a life feed. Wouldn't that just be something? Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, just letting these negative thoughts, negative things, negative masks just kind of slough off of you. That's going to help. We also have here vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. So you are shattering more of those ego aspects that like to keep you stuck or stagnant or yell at you for not accomplishing or being too anxious or whatever the case is. You're overcoming that. We've got the 58, which adds up to 13, which adds up to 4. So you're shattering this to be able to kind of tower moment in your own life. But you're in control of this. You're bringing this tower moment on purposely to lift the fog, to clear the air, to ground something new, break ground on a more solid new foundation is what I'm seeing, because that 4 is all about stability. So you're bringing new stability into your life as a result of kind of going through some of this yuckiness, but you're clearing, again, going back to the collective readings we've sort of done here, a couple of them now, on today's stream. You're clearing the deck of the past. So of course, sometimes that stuff comes up, even if you can't point to, well, why do I feel so anxious? You don't even have to know why. Just allow yourself to feel it so you can heal it and deal with it and release it. That's what Spirit's showing me. So I hope that resonated for you, Kat 111. And thanks again for your donation. Okay, up next, I do believe was Evan Good. So Evan, if you want to go ahead and post your question. And then we've had Barbie. We got Barbie and Barbie D in the house, I think. 2 Barbies in the house. So cool. So yes, Barbie. Yep, Evan Good and then Barbie. And those are, I do believe, the last 2 donations. So I will take, after those 2 questions, I'm going to take one more free question Mosh Pit. And then if the case may be that we get more donations, we will take those as well. We'll play it by ear, see how much longer we're going to go. But as long as the donations are coming in until I decide, okay, we're closing, we should be good. So Evan Good. And then, oh, you're so welcome, Cat 111. Hang in there. You can do it. You're transforming. That's why this is happening. You're good to go. So yes, we will take Evan's question and then Barbie's question, and then we're going to have another free question mosh pit. I do apologize. Normally we do have more free question mosh pits than just the ones we've had so far. But, man, I've been going in hot on these donation questions, and Spirit is, like, pouring forth the information today, so I don't want to try to cut that off to be able to fit more readings into less time, you know what I mean? Just letting it flow today. Whatever needs to come out will come out, and when Spirit's like, okay, that's enough, they stop sending me, or they say, okay, that's good. All right. So, Evan, I hope you're still here, my friend. Yep, 2 Barbies in the house. That's so cool. There's 11 people here. At least that's what YouTube is telling me. Now there's 12. And there's 2 Barbies. So 1/6 of the people present are named Barbie. That is so cool. I know, I am going to sleep for 12 hours after this high. That happens sometimes. Well, not quite 12 because, mom vibes, but I could if I wanted to, I'd tell you that much. So, hey, Evan, go ahead and post your question, my friend. We'll get right into it for you. And thanks for waiting. You've waited so patiently. All right, take one more drink of my tea. And it's all gone. Okay. All right, so once Evan posts his question, we'll get into that. And then Barbie, I almost said Bobby. Barbie, you are on deck. A funny little fact, my oldest son didn't call me mommy for like the first 2 years. He called me Bobby. My name's Amanda, so it wasn't even like, oh, everyone calls you Bobby, so I'll call you Bobby. But he couldn't quite say mommy, so he said Bobby. But yet he could say other M words. So it wasn't that he couldn't pronounce M's. He just wanted to call me Bobby. That's so funny. Oh, speaking of Bobby, we've got a donation coming in from Bobby. Look at that. That's hilarious. Thank you. We will get you on the list as well, Bobby. Thank you so much. So So Evan, post your question, and then after that we'll get into Barbie's question. And she wants to know what is why feeling and thinking about me, which we will get into right after Evan's question. That's so funny. All right. So how is the conversation going to go tomorrow between Maddie and Nick? Maddie is helping me better communicate with Nick and trying to balance things out between us. Okay, cool. So let's find out how this is going to go tomorrow. So how is the conversation going to go tomorrow between Maddie and Nick? Okay, wow, this is good. We've got the Elder of Wands or the King of Wands. So this is someone who's very passionate, very driven, someone who accomplishes their goals. So whatever goals are in mind here, they're going to be accomplished. So things will be coming in hot, I think. So let me reread this. So how is the conversation going to go tomorrow between Maddie and Nick? Maddie is helping me better communicate with Nick and trying to balance things out. Yes. So this is to say, with the Eight of Swords coming up, I love in this depiction, we've got one of those 8 swords is totally out of this little prison here. And then the other one is kind of lit up like, help, I'm really standing out here. I'm just different. Like one of these things is not like the other. So it might be that one of you is kind of feeling stuck, like, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough, or, oh no, what if this happens? What if I say the wrong thing? Kind of worrying about it or stressing about it. So that either could be you here not stressing and just going with the flow, or you could be the one kind of stressing. So if you're already kind of stressing right now, like, oh no, is this going to go well? Then I would say this is you. And then this would be Maddie saying, no, I got this. It's cool. Like everything will be fine. That's how I'm reading that. But if you feel more calm, cool, and collected and Maddie's stressed out, then you can kind of switch those roles. But I really am reading you more feeling in the midst of this kind of mental prison. But again, this is all in your head. This isn't even real. The need to worry. There's nothing to worry about. Spirit has shown us yet. Nothing to worry about. Everything's going to feel flowing and natural. And yes, the Child of Cups. So yeah, Maddie isn't stressed. I am. Okay, so I did read that right. Good, cool. But Child of Cups, this is that Page of Cups. So wanting to offer some emotional fulfillment and just that kind of fun and innocent kind of vibe Maddie's bringing to the table to really offer up help in communicating between you and Nick. And she has a really pure-hearted reason for wanting to do this. She wants to see you happy. She wants, happy, good things to come for you guys. So let's just see what else. Any word of advice for Evan? Just trying to calm the stress level and just let things flow naturally. Yeah, we've got here now King of Pentacles. So you've got King of Wands and King of Pentacles. So things are moving quickly and exciting and fun, but they're also very stable and very balanced and very practical. So this is like you are building a long-term commitment here. At the very least, as a good solid friendship between the three of you, there's something really fun and exciting and emotionally fulfilling that's happening for all three of you. This feels like a really good energy of 3 really close or really good friends. Even if you and Nick are romantically linked, Maddie's not feeling anything like a third wheel or like, oh, I'm the odd man out. Like she still feels very closely connected to you guys as far as just having a good time and feeling emotionally connected to both of you. But there's no romantic feelings from Maddie toward either of you. And there's no romantic feelings from Nick to Maddie. So I'm not seeing this as like a polyamorous thing. This is more really 3 really close people that just want the best for each other. That's how I read that. She's trying to help us out. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And again, I call this kind of the lower octave of the Devil card. And then we got the Devil card. So this is just reminding you ×2, Evan. Don't stress about this because things will work naturally. And the more stressed you are, the more Nick will pick up on that. And then the harder that poor little Maddie will have to work to try to be like, no, everything's cool. See, like everything's fine. So just try to maybe even do a meditation before you guys hang out. She's dating Nick's good friend and I'm Maddie's good friend. Okay, so that makes sense. So maybe there is that 4th person then coming in. Like you guys can all hang out as like double date kind of thing too. But that's really fun. But just reminding you to stay out of that mental prison, or just that kind of devil on your shoulder saying, oh, you don't look good today. He's going to think you're stupid. All the things that ego might be telling you, because in my opinion, the ego is the devil. Not some external boogeyman or anything. This is very ego, very in your own head, and it's not even real. This is an illusion. So if you can just kind of stay out of that stressful energy, maybe meditate before you guys all hang out, that'll really help calm your nerves and get you really feeling, those deep breaths, help you feel like, okay, I got this, and just be yourself. I just heard that song from, it's called, Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds and, what's that girl's name? I always forget. Amy Smart, I think is her name. Don't quote me on that though. Amy something. Amy Smart. It's called Just Friends. It's like a early 2000s movie, maybe like 2006 or something, where Ryan Reynolds was like a overweight, geeky best friend of this girl in high school, and then he comes back, like he's a successful like music producer, and then he comes home and like runs into her, like he was madly in love with her in high school, but she was like best friend vibes, and then now they like both feel something for each other, and the mom, like he's gonna go on like an ice skating date with her, and he's looking for his ice skates, and his mom's like, I gotta find my ice skates. I got a date with Jamie, and the mom's like, just be yourself. I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna link it. It's just cute. It might be this cute little. I looked it up recently because I laugh every time I try to talk like the mom, and it's just so funny. Let me go back to YouTube. What am I doing on Google? I'm gonna post this little clip, and then you can go watch it. It's just a fun, cute little lighthearted thing, just reminding you to be yourself. Just Friends. Spirit's really highlighting that, so I think there's maybe some little words of wisdom in there. Be yourself. Okay, it's so cute. I'm gonna copy that. Share. Sorry, I'm like all on my own to like look stuff up for you guys, but I don't know. When Spirit tells me go ahead and do it, if I can find it there. Link. So Evan, go watch this little clip of this movie. Or maybe even the full movie if you have access to be able to find that, because it's cute. It might give you some guidance or wisdom. Spirit wanted you to do it. But yeah, just be yourself is basically the theme of that part. Just be who you are authentically, and he's gonna like you for who you are, not for who you're very nervous to try to be your best version. Just be yourself. That's really what they're showing. And in Three of Cups, there's something to celebrate. This is you, Nick, and Maddie celebrating the, yay, this went well. So there's no need for this. So we'll just throw that in the garbage. Not really, but pretend. Okay, we threw that in the garbage. That's done. No mental, you're not good enough. Oh no, what if this doesn't go well? It's going to go well. Look, you have a celebration here. Something to celebrate, and all three of you are involved. It's so fun, fresh, cool, good times, belly laughs. It's going to be good. It's going to be fine. So don't stress, Evan. You're going to be just fine. So I hope that resonated for you. Okay, so it's bringing you together. Okay, so then this is leading up for that, because look on the back of the deck, 8 of Wands. So something will move quickly from this interaction or this engagement. The two of them coming together to talk will bring you two together to hang out, and possibly even like double date, or all of you hanging out, or at least, the very least, we saw those 3 cups. So all 3 of you, like, it's success. So whatever happens tomorrow will be successful and lead to something more, I feel. Okay. So I hope that resonated, Evan, but just don't be nervous. Don't worry. Because again, where our attention goes, our energy flows. What we focus on, we manifest. So just breathe and don't focus on what all could go wrong, because you don't want to manifest that. You don't want to bring that in. That was so cool. My life is going to change. Okay, cool. I'm hoping that these feel like great changes for you. So I'm hoping you can stay out of that devil energy, that mental chatter of the ego trying to tell you that you're not good enough or that he won't like you, and all those things that our minds can say. You are so welcome, Evan. And thanks again for your lovely donation. All right. So up next, we've got Barbie and then Bobby, and I think we'll take one more free question mosh pit after that, and then I'm gonna wrap it up because I am a little hungry. Go have some lunch and maybe soak in my salt bath and do some meditating. So yes, that's what we're gonna do. So yes, Barbie posted her question. Thank you so much. So what is why thinking and feeling about me? We're going to love and relationship affirmators Barbie. What is why? Thinking and feeling for Barbie. What's going on? Okay, so there's a sense of appreciation. Very cute. It says, I appreciate the unique ways other people show their love. Rather than compare their ways to my ways, then I appreciate myself for maturely putting up with people who just can't seem to show love the normal, obvious, universally accepted way. Good job, both of us. So even if it's hard for him to show, because it just said here, you appreciate yourself for maturely putting up with people who just can't seem to show love the normal, obviously, universally accepted way. So why might have trouble showing his feelings? And I don't know if we had established that. I remember doing a reading for you and why, but forgive me, do not remember what actually transpired during that reading, because I do readings for a lot of people. Some of them I just remember, this was this person, this happened, that happened. And even sometimes I remember specific cards we pulled. Let's just see. But there is a sense of appreciation. You appreciating yourself for being able to overcome maybe some of the ways he can't show his appreciation. But on the deep, more, below the surface, he does appreciate you. So I do see that for sure. Let's just see anything else coming up. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. So I'm not sure. When this card comes up, this is letting me know that whoever gets this card is a little bit maybe overwhelmed by life and just trying to keep juggling all the balls in the air of personal life, work life, spiritual life, just keeping everything balanced. So he may be stressed out with work and life and just everything that he's got going on, and it's hard for him maybe to express his appreciation for you or his, the way he's feeling. But we also have the perspective card coming out for you. So what does a hawk see when it flies over your house? Besides the family of mice living nearby that you don't know about, what will your current problems, conflicts, complaints look like when you're 80 years old and you gaze back on the timeline of your life? In this moment, are you being given the gift of clear perspective? Oh, you are being, I can't read. You're being given the gift of clear perspective, of knowing that in the end, everything is going to be probably much better than okay. Think large enough and big issues become small. Become an 80-year-old hawk and you're really on to something. So this, especially if something kind of like a miscommunication or something kind of weird happened between the two of you that you're like, are we good? Are we not good? Like, what's going on with us? Or kind of confused feelings. Just taking that higher perspective to see, is the thing I said or didn't say or did or didn't do or he did or didn't do, whatever the situation calls for here, is that going to matter in 80 years from now? But let's grab one of these cards and just tap into the energy between the two of Y and Barbie, just to see. This one definitely wants to come out. Wow, there's that balance. And I was talking about juggling all those balls, keeping everything balanced. And this card, balance, spirituality and practicality. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So especially if you've kind of gone through some challenges or just some confusion where he's concerned, like, does he like me? Does he not? Like, that's kind of a vibe I'm getting. It's like he can't give forth more of his energy right now because he's balancing other areas of life, family issues, work issues, stress, spiritual issues, whatever he's got going on. He may be trying to focus on those things. Focus on those things to really get a hold of, what is it I want in life? What's going on in my life? And just kind of trying to keep his head above water. But we do have here new beginning. So a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So there is a new beginning or kind of a reset or a rebalancing in your romantic relationship. What we have here, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, balance, equal. The qualities you don't like are your own reflection. So the things about him that maybe kind of rub you the wrong way, these are things you've got going on in your own inner psyche that's the reason they rub you the wrong way, is they're pointing something out for you. I dropped a whole bunch. Saying none of these are important, so I'm not going to read those. On the back of the deck, though, we do have trust. So let me grab it. And surrender. And look inside yourself. So these are the ones that we need. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So any kind of disappointment or just wishing things could move forward or wishing you knew where he stands on the subject of romantic connection. what is causing you to feel this way? So going within, maybe doing a meditation about it to really feel into why you're feeling what you're feeling. But we have trust here. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can begin, with new beginning. So surrender to get this new beginning, and let go. All will work out fine. Let go and all will work out fine. So releasing, letting go of the past or things that have transpired between you in the past. I don't know if there were some trust issues, or you wondering, can I trust him? Be vulnerable. Or maybe he's wondering, can I trust Barbie? And be not like, oh, can I trust Barbie? But can I be my vulnerable, authentic self with her? You know, he may even be looking inside, because you guys kind of are mirroring each other. Some of the stuff he's got going on, maybe you've got going on, but just maybe in a slightly different way. But yeah, he has an admiration and an absolute respect for you. Let's tap into a couple, no, saying no. Let's tap into intentions for why toward Barbie. Anything else we need to know that has not been highlighted yet, dear spirit, or anything you just want to double down on, we'll take it. All right, so this is very interesting. On the back of the deck, we've got yet another trust card. So that's 2 trust cards. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So have faith that things are working out for your highest good. But we have your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. But pairing that up with unrequited love. And I'm not reading this as, oh, he doesn't like you, he's just not that into you. I'm not reading it like that. It's just maybe his, like, intentions or his actions toward you aren't very forthcoming right now. Again, because he's trying to balance everything out. Balance is key for him right now. And if he had more time to spend with you, he totally would. It's just, he knows if he spends more time with you, or even responds to a text or whatever, it's like, in his own line of thinking, this is not reality, but in his own line of thinking, he's like, well, I don't have time for this. I got to do all these other things. I really like her, but so much is going on. So it's like right now, there's just not enough to have him be all in, like chips are in, ready to like have it on and popping. But that potential is still there. So it's kind of like, you know, when this is kind of going on, like, you know, the timing is just not right. That's basically what we're seeing here. The timing maybe just isn't quite right yet, because he's got a lot going on personally, and there is some healing even that you can do, maybe even surrounding trust issues or feeling vulnerable enough to allow or trust that someone can, you know, be in a committed relationship with you. I'm not sure of your history, but I'm just seeing that there is this need for trust, trusting that everything is happening for your highest good. And then this one flew out as I'm trying to put them all away. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So again, shifting that perspective rather than, why won't he call me back? Why won't this happen? Or, you know, I'm just assuming. I mean, I'm not even sure that's the energy you're in, but that's the energy spirit showing me that maybe he is kind of all in on some days, but then not all in on other days. Like, there's kind of a wishy-washy or a back and forth energy where you're kind of the one having to reach out more and more and more than he does to keep this connection going. But stay optimistic. Still just check into your own inner emotions, inner wounds, things from your own past relationships or childhood that could be affecting the way you feel about life, or that lens, you know, of belief systems that you view life through. Just doing your own thing, leveling yourself up, being your best queen version that you can be, just for your own self. And then that will start reflecting in all other relationships you have as well. So right now, I'm just seeing, as far as like a momentum building with this relationship, I see it being very slow right now. But again, that's not to say it's going to remain this way. It's just that's the current energy, because he's trying to balance things out in his life right now. So I hope that brought you a little bit of at least explanation as to what his intentions are currently. I think ultimately, you know, he does intend to see more grow and build with this relationship. It just may not be like divinely timed right now, because he's got a lot of other stuff going on. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean these things are more important than you in his eyes. It's just, I don't know. It's like it's just not the right time yet. If you're already with him and you're together, it just may feel like even if when he's present, like he's thinking about other, like, oh man, all the stress of work he's got going on or family problems he's dealing with. It's like even when he's present, he's not fully present. You know what I mean? Like that's the vibe I'm getting surrounding his energy right now. And it's not like he's trying to close himself off because he doesn't want you or like you. It's just so much other stuff's going on. He's just trying to keep his head above water so he doesn't, lose sight or juggling of all balls in the air. You know what I mean? So I hope that resonated for you, Barbie. All right. So up next, we've got Bobby. And then we'll take our next free question mosh pit and close out. So how does that sound? So Bobby, go ahead and post your question, my friend, and we'll get right into it for you. And wow, what a high vibe, like amazing live stream this has been. I mean, just for me personally, I'm like, just wow. I'm so hot and like my whole body's just buzzing. So cool. You're right. Thanks. Oh, and family issues too. Oh, you're so welcome. And he's working and studying at the same time. Yeah. So just, if you feel that need to kind of just give him a space, check in once in a while, let him know, hey, I'm still here, whatever. But focusing, not letting that get you down because that could, you might not feel as important as these other things in his life. And it's just not true. But, just doing that self-care, self-love, maybe diving into a hobby to really find something to really shift your focus to for a while and just loving your own self and respecting yourself a lot. That'll help kind of balance that energy out even between the two of you so that when things kind of slow down for him in his life, he can come in your direction. You know what I mean? All right. So Bobby Richardson says, just a general reading for myself and G. We're still seeing each other if you remember me asking previously. Oh, yes, the twin flame. Is this the twin flame connection? You guys are still taking it slow. All right, let's see what's coming up for Bobby. Anything Bobby needs to know? Anything from Spirit? We've got here grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. And of course, this card always comes out when we're feeling kind of underwhelmed by the amount of growth or underwhelmed about just the excitement factor in life sometimes too. So just like we got this card recently with someone else's reading just not that long ago here. With this grace and gratitude, just focusing on the things you are grateful for about the relationship, about your life, and that will really expand more things in your life for you to be grateful for. And I know, again, it sounds kind of woo-woo or law of attraction vibes, but think of it this way. When we stress and worry and, give our power away thinking, oh no, all these bad things are going to happen. It's like we attract more, again, usually they're little inconveniences, but the more we're stuck in that energy, it just gets harder and harder to get out. So if you've been kind of feeling more negative or down on life or just like, man, things just aren't moving forward in this relationship or in my life, in my job, in my personal growth, whatever it is, maybe all of the above, because that is a very collective energy right now, many of us. Yes, I am going to be doing one more free reading, the one and only Ariana, right after Bobby's question here. When we're wrapping up with that, I'll let you know when to post, and then I will intuitively select one from what I call the free question mosh pit. So you came right in time. Awesome. But yes, Bobby, we've got here vast vistas, so expand your horizons. So he's stepping out of this box he's put himself in, and this could even be your own belief systems, your own subconscious way of thinking. Because like I've said maybe 2 or 3 times now on the live here in different readings, is like our belief systems basically become the shape through which we see life, or the shape through which things flow into our life. And if we've got a narrow little mind view or life view, this tiny little pipe, it has to fit in there or else it can't come through. You know what I mean? But if we expand that pipe into some really big pipe, things can really start flowing through. So maybe this is just asking you to kind of examine some of your limiting beliefs about yourself, beliefs about the world, or maybe the systems that are in place that maybe you thought life used to be one way, but now you are expanding. Maybe this is the current energy you're in. You've already started expanding and seeing things from that higher perspective or from a greater view, that you're actually feeling like things are opening up. Like maybe you're starting to feel that shift already where things are opening up. For some reason, I want to go to this 4 agreements deck. So we're going to grab one from this. What needs to come through for Bobby? We've got here, be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using words to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. So again, the fact that I was really drawn to this deck for you, and we're talking about expanding horizons, maybe checking out or looking into the book, The Four Agreements. I'll just type it out here, The Four Agreements. It's even available here on YouTube as a free audiobook, the full version. I guess there's a lot of ads. My mom watched it and said there were a lot of ads, but it really does open up that mind view of, or that kind of belief system, or that lens we see life through. That might be a word of advice, maybe checking into that book, looking into that, seeing if there's some spiritual wisdom in there for you. Or I think everybody on the planet should actually read that book, because it really helps bring our power back to ourselves so we don't feel like a victim. But yeah, the four agreements are being impeccable with your word, saying only what you mean, not gossiping about other people to other people, not talking mean to yourself in your own head. The second agreement is, so first was be impeccable with your word. Second was don't take things personally, because as people, we, when someone snaps at us, we take it personally. But if we just realized they're coming at us from this place of like stress or pain, and that's why they snapped at us, it's not even us, it's their own pain and their own whatever. What is the third agreement? Why am I spacing on that? I should not. So don't take anything personally. Oh, the last agreement is always do your best. So don't take anything personally. Oh yeah, don't make assumptions. So almost like becoming an over communicator. And if you're not quite sure what someone meant by something they said or did, or actions they took or didn't take, reaching out and asking, and almost over communicating, just becoming a really good communicator, because that will help weed out any assumptions we have to make. Is if we know where the person's coming from, or what they meant, or what they are trying to say or not say, we know, so then we don't have to make an assumption. And then of course the fourth agreement is always do your best. And of course, when you're feeling really good and high vibrational, you can do a lot better job than when you're sick and laying in bed. So your best is going to vary from moment to moment, day to day, but doing your best will help you. So reading that book, The Four Agreements, is coming in hot for you, Bobby. I just want to take one more from the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. For Bobby, anything Bobby needs to know, Spirit. What we have Flower. Be honest with yourself. And I love here, because you're stepping out of some limiting belief. Something that and this is like negative thought patterns or things you've thought about yourself that aren't true, talking ish about yourself in your own head. You're overcoming that. You are being more honest with yourself. And we've got the number 17 here, which adds up to an 8, which is all about taking action. And this guy is taking action. He's getting out of this box he's put himself in, and he is expanding his horizons. I'm now drawn to this path that's leading to this new ship. Like, he's taking a voyage. Like maybe even this is talking about a spiritual journey for you, where you're really leveling up, or tapping in, or tuning in, or just learning more about your own soul or your own self. But it feels very transformational. And those 8s are all also about financial abundance. So you may really be tapping into some aspect of yourself that's actually going to create abundance in your life in some way. Could be monetary abundance, could be just you feeling very happy, which happiness, if you could buy happiness, it'd be sold out in stores all the time, because people are constantly looking for happiness. But you can create your own happiness by shifting and stepping out of these boxes we all put ourselves in, and expanding those horizons. So I hope that resonated for you, Bobby. It's beautiful energy. Let me actually grab one from the Love and Relationship Affirmators deck for you and G. Bobby and G. Relationship, anything Bobby needs to know. We've got here giving. So it's such a cute little picture there. So I welcome the idea of give and take in my relationships, and I eagerly practice the give part. By giving freely, I discover just how fun giving really is. Giving my time, care, and attention to someone else actually gives me good feelings, which makes me want to give even more. Wait a sec. Does this selfishness make me look selflessness make me look selfish? Be honest. That's so cute. So just giving, and I think you're already in this energy. You're probably the more forthcoming person with your energy, your time, your attention, your love, your communication. This feels like your energy for sure. And then on the back of the deck, we've got boundaries. I claim my right to set healthy boundaries and allow others to do the same. Sometimes personal space is taken and sometimes it's given. Again, there's give and take. That's that kind of give and take energy coming in with you guys. And sometimes if you're on the subway, it's completely disregarded and shamelessly invaded. I guess it depends on the day. So this is saying too, with that 4 agreements that we pulled, not taking it personally if he's kind of pulling away his energy because he just needs time to himself. I think he is just somebody who sometimes needs a lot of alone time or a lot of time to process his feelings or his thoughts, his emotions, and not to take it personally when he starts to maybe pull away or doesn't answer a text like right away or something. He's still working through a lot of healing. Not only from that past relationship, but just maybe even from some family stuff he's got going on, which is kind of a theme in the collective as well. A lot of family stuff coming on. Going to watch the full movie or just Friends? It's one of. Oh, look back on my reading. I'm going to watch the full movie of Just Friends. It's one of my favorites. Oh, cool. Yeah. So that's funny that they put that flash in there of that movie, and then now that I'm thinking, the movie Just Friends is, you're wanting to make Nick someone that's not just a friend. And in the end, they work it out and they get together. So, and he's stressed the whole time. Like, oh no, I got to impress her. I got to be someone else, or I got to, he's trying to show off his best qualities and he's failing every step of the way. And then some other dude gets involved. Dusty Dinkelman. Oh my gosh. I got to go watch that again. I love that movie. Yes, but again, all that worrying he did, if he had just taken his poor little mother's advice from the beginning and just been himself, she'd have fallen in love even quicker or realized even quicker that, hey, wow, this is a thing. So yes, just be yourself and go watch that movie because it's a fun time. All of you could watch that movie. It's such a fun time. I laughed so hard multiple times in that movie. It's just one of those. We all need to laugh right now with this trauma, this collective energy, this purging, just all this yuckiness coming in. We need to laugh. That is, that saying, laughter is the best medicine, but it really is. It really just instantly raises your vibration. So do it. Go laugh at a good movie. It doesn't have to be Just Friends. It could be any movie you love to laugh at. Any tried and true comedy that you are attracted to, go watch it when you have a chance because it'll really help you out. All right, but yes, I hope that resonated for you, Bobby, and brought you some guidance if he is still in and out, kind of how he's been, or just not waiting to fully commit to you. Again, using your own discretion if you want to go in a different direction or keep going. But again, it's a good connection the two of you have. It's just you're still kind of waiting on him. I do feel. So I hope that resonated, Bobby, and thanks again for your lovely donation. So we are kind of at the end of our show. So what we're going to do is take one more free question, Mosh Pit question. So if you're here for a free question, go ahead and post your question one time in the chat. There's only 10 people here. At least that's what YouTube's saying. Only 10 people here, so you have plenty of opportunity to get your questions seen, so there's no reason to post it more than one time. Once in a while, we'll get a spammer in here. But yeah, one time should be sufficient, and we will roll in with that. And I'm just going to let you guys get that accumulated and take a drink of my water. I think my dog needs out, so hopefully she can hold it about 5 minutes. Okay. All right. All right, so we're taking 2. Spirit says Ethan and B degree. So we're going to start with Brianna. Will you channel a message from my mother? What message do I absolutely need to hear right now that will ultimately serve my highest good? Okay, so we're going in with these 2. All right, from Mama Monica, coming in for Brianna. Oh, wow, we got 3 coming in. And 1 from this deck. Brianna. Okay, wow. So soul power. Always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. And I'm also always, when I pull this card, I see this as like a microphone cord. So it's almost like you do, because you are a soul with a body, not the other way around, you still have that beautiful, intimate connection to souls, to source, to spirit, that you can get on that mic at any point. And my dog's crying out my door here. So I'm gonna go let her out real quick, but you have a connection to, and it's increasing. It's leveling up even more. Let me just read these cards. You can ruminate on them, and then I'll let her out and come back and get more into detail. We have the crossing, initiation, the 54, First breath, beginner's mind, and jeweled web connectivity. I didn't even read those. And look, that connection to spirit, that microphone, it's really deepening. Look what's on the back of the deck. A mother's love. I think this is the first card we pulled when that very first live stream that you showed up and Mama Monica was on and popping. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. I love that. So I will be right back. Just let me let my dog out and then we'll be right back. I'm just going to leave the door open because we're almost done. So I can do yours and Ethan's question, and then go close the door. Be right back. Alrighty. So, beautiful message from Mama Monica coming in. But with this initiation, to me, it's like, this is cool. This is like a microscopic, zoomed in piece of this cord from Spirit. It's like Spirit's really working to upgrade your connection to your mom, to Spirit, just to your own higher self. You're really getting connected to that because that connectivity card, jeweled web, we are all connected. So there is this form of connection. And of course, tomorrow is Mother's Day. So she's letting me know, she's already acknowledged just you wishing she would be here and just, knowing that her love for you and your love for her will never die. It's always right there front and center of your life. And of course, her life, her journey as well. But you really are really connecting to her, and she may even find a way to get a really beautiful sign to you tomorrow. She loves to show up on holidays. There's somehow, some way she's going to show up for you, either audibly, like you're hearing it, you're seeing it, you're feeling it. But first breath, beginner's mind, pairing this up with the crossing initiation. This is you keeping an open mind to how you're leveling up spiritually, because you are. And to me, this is like you're about to walk through this new portal that will give you even greater, even higher access to your own spiritual gifts. You're closing out that old cycle where it was kind of hit and miss with your connection, or some days you're like, maybe I'm just fooling myself. I don't have this ability to connect to Spirit. You do. There are changes coming. 32 adds up to a 5, which is all about change, to the way you connect. And Spirit's like hyper focused, like zoomed in, like microscopic view of that cord that connects you between here and Spirit, because they're repairing anything that's not connected, or they're just making sure that that speed, like almost like the internet speed or something, is really like high as it can get. So you may even have some back of the head headaches, like kind of at that zeal chakra, that mouth of God. That is kind of the hyperlink. Think of your third eye and crown chakra as kind of the dial-up internet of Spirit connection. That zeal or mouth of God chakra, again, this is nothing I read anywhere. This is just what I've gotten in my own meditation. So do your own research about it if you feel the need, or go within and find out more. But to me, what I was getting in my own meditation was this mouth of God chakra, or this zeal, Z-E-A-L. You can look it up. What I got in my own meditation was that this, and exhaustion, absolutely, absolutely. This is like a hyperlink connection, like going from dial-up to like, I don't know, I don't want to say the word because it's heavily censored, but FG technology, very quick, very fast, without all the implications and negative effects of FG technology. 4G, but upgraded to, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to be censored. I'm not even trying to talk bad about it. I'm just saying it's going from dial-up to like instant connection. And that's what's happening, because you're at the end of that cycle where it was hard to connect or to feel immersed in that energy. And the changes are coming to this connection. And keeping that beginner's mind and being creative, even 21 adds up to a 3, being creative with the way that you are receptive to spiritual contact, spiritual communication. They're not even just showing me like, oh, spirit beyond the veil connection. Like they're showing me you connecting up even just in your dream state or even meditations with higher dimensional beings or interdimensional beings. If you have a spirit guide that kind of works interdimensionally or something like that, like you're expanding your horizons of what you think is possible with your own gifts. But be creative with it. And also 3 is a number of collaboration. So spirit is working with you. Again, they're really doing a lot of repairs. And rest, relax, drink a lot of water. Those are the 3 things. Rest, relax, and drink the water. Those are the 3 things they really want you to know, especially your mom coming in. She will be with you, hanging out as well. So I hope that resonated for you. And man, to me, that almost felt like a collective reading as well, because I think many of us are experiencing these same things where our connection is just getting that hyperlink and being worked on and repaired and advanced in some way. But yes, Brianna, definitely for you, that is what you're experiencing. And your connection to your mom is going to get even stronger as a result. So, beautiful message. All right, so Ethan, go ahead and post your question and we'll get right into it for you. Oh, I put that one in upside down. So, and then Ethan's free question is going to be our last one. Yes, Ethan says the mother's unconditional love toward her child is unbreakable, and this is perfectly shown here. Absolutely. It resonated. Thank you. You're so welcome. Absolutely. It's always a pleasure to have Mama Monica on the channel. I am honored every time she decides to grace us with her presence here. Woo! And it's warm too. When spirit gets close, some people get cold. I'll get cold initially or right before I connect. I get real cold, or as they're coming in, I get real cold, and then I just heat up. And yes, if I was wearing a colored shirt that was not just pure black, you would see that like the sweat just goes down way. Like that's like my one like kind of thing I side eye, like this kind of sucks. But if that's the only like, I don't know, downside of channeling spirit, I'll take it. It's fine. But it's a little embarrassing, but you know, we're all friends here, so whatever. All right, anything spirit has for me, like anything I need to hear at this moment. Okay, Ethan, we're going in with the Green Witch Oracle. Hello, Warlock 2313. How are you? We are 2 hours and 50 minutes into our live, and I am just now taking the last question. And I did not mention this earlier, guys. I won't be live tomorrow. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, and I'm not doing anything special. I do have my critique writing group tomorrow, but Spirit's like, you're not working tomorrow. Like, it's a thing. I know if I try to work and get more stuff done tomorrow, I'm gonna crash and burn come Monday, and that's where I really hit the ground running, filming for the coming week after that. Like, I've only got Monday's video filmed. I gotta, on Monday, film Thursday's video, which will be the June 2021 Pick a Card, which will go live on my other channel. Link for that is in the description below. Almost 13,000 subscribers over on my main channel. But the June Pick a Card reading will go live on Thursday. Monday, I have a What Will Happen Over the Next 24 Hours Pick a Card going live on Monday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Again, link for my main channel is in the description, the very first thing linked there, if you guys want to check it out. If you had a question you wanted answered today that we didn't quite get to, again, my main channel, I've got hundreds of Pick a Card readings on love, spirituality, what will happen this week. Just take a gander through some of those if you want to get some guidance from me and didn't quite get it today. That's a good way to do it. But yes, and I won't be live tomorrow, but I will be live again Wednesday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time on this channel, the Done Creative Live. So check it out if you want to come and possibly get in on a free reading then. But on Wednesdays, I do give priority to donations as well. Just thank you for the energy exchange. That's how we do it. Okay. But your best chance for any free questions on my channel is Saturday show, which is where I do the free question mosh. All right, Ethan, anything coming up for Ethan? It's awesome sauce. I like that. It's not sweat, it's awesome sauce. I love that. So Ethan, you've got some happiness popping in with the marjoram, and I never know if I pronounce that flower, herb, or whatever it's called. Never know if I say it right. But we got the number 15 here, which to me is self-love. So result of spiritual work you've done, things that you've worked on. There's Gemini, I do believe here. So could involve a Gemini, or if you have Gemini in your chart, sun, moon, rising, something's going on, maybe even in your third house or wherever the house of Gemini is within your chart, which Gemini is all about communication. So you may get some happy news or communication that's going to feel very self-fulfilling, self-love, self-care, just really joyous, just unconditional love coming in for you this week. Oh, kissing Christian's a Gemini. Maybe he's sending you a little note or a little, I like you, hope you're doing well, like a little message or something. And then there is strength coming in as well. So you really are tapping into this source of inner strength that you didn't even know you had. And it's creating more happiness in your life. You're feeling more complete in who you are, that you just feel stronger. I just heard that Kanye West song, Faster, Stronger, something. It's kind of got the robot voice. That does not kill me, make me stronger. Oh my gosh. Can I not talk or think? Let's see. I don't know. What is the name of that? Strong. I think it might be called Stronger. Kanye West Stronger. I can't play it, or it will. Yeah, it is called Stronger. Maybe look that up. There may be another troll. It happens. I did say hi, though. I was trying to be cordial. But anyway, we've got strength. Listening to that song, there may be a lyric in there, or just if you want to listen to the lyrics of it, there may be a lyric in there that catches your attention or your intuition, where you can really get some guidance on that, I guess. Well, you have a name like Warlock asking for to wage wars of Satan worshipers. Do you not understand the lingo of what a warlock is? No, it's not Satan, but it's using, we are spirit having a human experience. So, just maybe meditate on that for yourself for a while. You might get some guidance. Who knows? But yes, the fact is we are all spirit having a human experience. So, if you want to just humanize yourself and that's that, you can live in that box, but I don't want to live there. I don't think many of my other viewers want to live in that little box and judging everybody all the time. But you do you, Warlock. It's cool. But yes, strength. And we have here the Virgo. So this is all about kind of perfecting things. So wherever the sign of Virgo, or if you have prominent placements in Virgo, Ethan, this is it's cool too, because Gemini and Virgo are both ruled by the planet Mercury. So communication, happiness, strength, fun messages, lots of good communication. So maybe there's a lightening of Christian's load to where you're a Virgo. Gemini Virgo vibes. There we go. Okay, so that should resonate as you and Christian right off the top. Look at that. That's so cool. I have these all upside down in here. I don't know what I did. But yeah, good communication between the two of you. Maybe some heaviness has kind of lifted in his life or his spirits, and he's just wanting to have fun and communicate, and it feels really high vibe though. And then, of course, leadership is now coming out, and we've got Libra. So maybe that's the balance of that Virgo and Gemini energy coming in, just balancing your time and, again, more unconditional love. So just stepping into that leadership quality of who you are. That'll really help you. So I hope that resonated, Ethan. And thanks again for keeping the list for me. I always appreciate you. And just wanted to say thank you. Between me and Spirit, want to say thank you for doing all that you do for me here. I love that. And I love you. Giving him much more love. There you go. So you're doing the right thing. I love it. I love all of you guys. I hope you're all doing well, and we'll have a good rest of your weekend since I won't see you. We will have a new moon coming up before our next live stream, so take care of yourself. If you feel you need to rest, go get some rest. If you feel you need to get up and work out or go accomplish something, then do that. Just follow your intuition. Yes, lots of pick a cards going, well, not lots, two pick a cards going live this next week over on my other channel. Link in the description. And I will be live again Wednesday here, and then the following Saturday, just like normal, at least as long as I can hold off any headaches or migraines, which like to come up between the new and full moons a lot. So Lord bear me strength. That's an Office reference. Those of you who are wondering, what did she just say? Thanks for my reading. I just listened to it. It's funny. The card had 17 because my birthday's coming up on the 17th. Oh, that's so cool. I should have mentioned the 17. But I mentioned the 8, how it added up to action. And yeah. Well, happy early birthday, Bobby. And hopefully we'll see all of you back. And I hope you have a wonderful day, rest of your day here today, and the rest of your weekend. And I will check you guys on the next one. Bye.